boxing. Who wanted the battle? Let's see. Oh, we boxing, yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking, defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs, make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rough. Step up for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef? I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing, yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking, defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BVO Boxing, man. I got my brother, the Puerto Rican in here. Of course, I got my man, the therapist of YouTube. My man, the Sills in the building. Of course, we got everybody's favorite hater, my man, Prize Fighter. What's going on?
Yeah.
How y'all feeling?
What's goody? Back at him.
Hey, man, it's got a big important subject,
BVO,
man.
you gotta adjust your mic. You're kind of low, my brother.
All right, hold on one second.
Adjust the mic level.
I think what I was saying was we just seen that Derek James is suing Errol Spence for bad business practices. I want to know what you guys thought about that.
I'll let one of the other two brothers go ahead because I want to get stable real quick before I go into that.
Go ahead, Tommy. What you think about all this?
About what? I didn't get the question.
Oh, about Derek James is suing Errol Spence for bad business practice. What you think about all this?
What? I didn't even know that was the case, bro. Is that what's really going on?
Yeah,
Who confirmed it?
He got a lawsuit. He got a lawsuit in Dallas, Texas, man.
And BVO, I'll answer your question because I see you trying to throw the alley-oop, and this is how I feel about that. Before, like I said on the last show, people are saying Earl need to pay that man. Earl need to pay that man. Earl don't need to do nothing. Earl paid that man already. His guaranteed purse. He paid him out of his guaranteed purse, okay? Because that's just legal. That's just, I'm pretty sure, and we don't know what the percentage is. Like I think trainers get 8%, 10%, whatever their fee, that normal trainer's fee is. He got the 10%, but see, when Earl made all that money on the back end, Derek James want a little bit more. When he probably just, had a because he was with the kid for so long, Earl could probably tell him anything. You know what I'm saying? And he paid him his fee, and now everybody's saying Earl need to give him more money. You know that is not the case. You know when you fight, you get some kind of guaranteed purse, and your trainer gets a percentage of that. Okay, so he got a percentage of that purse, and that's it. What's the problem? I'm asking, what's the problem?
I think it's the same thing we seen Triple G do to what's the guy? You know what I'm talking about, Tommy, trainer before. Same thing Triple G did.
I mean,
sometimes these trainers, they trying to get too big for their britches. Like at the end of the day,
yeah,
Earl Spence is the one in there taking all the punishment. Go ahead, T. What's up with you, dog?
I just don't see the character of Errol showing that he's doing shiesty business or not doing right by DJ, man. That just is so unlike him, man. I know there's things you can point to in Earl's history that speaks to him being reckless and whatnot. But one thing you never spoke to him about is not handling his people correctly, man. He's always been loyal to his soil, and what I don't think that he's doing somebody wrong, man. I don't know what's going on in the camp, but it's clearly something much more than just that. I
Uh,
don't.
yeah. I don't know. I didn't hear the news about this, so I don't know too much about the story. Um, but the thing is, I don't know if the trainer only gets 10% of the guarantee purse. I don't know if it's out of just the guarantee purse or if it's out of the total amount of money. Because the thing is, the fighters don't get paid before the fight; they get paid after the fight. So I don't know what it is, because remember when they was talking about that it
Salute,
wasn't
Chris.
going to be, when they would say that it was going to be no guarantee, that means Derek James would have got paid out of the pay-per-view. So I don't
Exactly.
know. I don't know if it's only out of the guarantee money or if it's out of the total purse. And I don't. So like I said, I didn't hear nothing about it. So this is the first time I ever heard anything about it. So I
Well, this
don't
is all
know
over
how
the
true this.
this is all over the internet. When you get off the show, pardon me, when you get off the show, I'm pretty sure you can go and find it. This is serious. This is real. It's still alleged at this point, but I feel like it's real. There was different reports coming out that he put Earl out of his gym,
Nah.
and Derek James is not happy right now. He feels as though that Earl walked away with like 20 or 25 million in that last fight. And let's say PBC purse, let's just do an easy number, like $1 million. But D3, you said you don't know what a trainer's percentage is. But we need to start by
I
looking
said
up
I
what's a
said
trainer's
I didn't say I don't know what their
the
percentage is. I said
average trainer's
they
percentage
don't
then. Do you know
they
that?
don't have they don't have a set percentage. It all depends on the trainer, what they
Okay,
sign
what's
their
the
contract
average?
to be.
Well, we know when you start stepping up to Freddie Roach's, Derek James, some of these top trainers, Abel Sanchez, I guess, in the Juice Crew. You want to go over there? Those are top paid trainers. But what about the regular trainers that we don't know about? You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be some kind of number what
No, it
they
don't.
are.
It varies, but
Just because it's boxing,
but
but I find that hard to believe. I'm not going to sit up here and argue with you about it because I don't know. So I'll look it up now while you go ahead and
No,
cook.
no, the only ones that have a set percentage is the managers in the promotion company. They have a set percentage, but the trainers doesn't have to have a set percentage. It's typical for a trainer to get, I think, like 10%, but that's typical. That means
yeah.
it's not set in stone.
The thing that's so crazy is that Errol Spence took $25 million home after taxes. So Derek James only made $700,000 for that fight. So Derek is kind of being greedy, just like Abel Sanchez was with Triple G. He felt like he should get more. Danny Jacobs did the same thing to his trainer. He fired him when he got the big DAZN deal. So this is pretty
I mean,
normal.
if he's getting 10%, and say it is 10%, if EJ walked away with 25 million, then I mean Derek James should have walked away with
Okay,
250,000.
Here we go. Boxing trainers typically take 10 to 20% of the fight night's purse,
That's what I just
meaning
said.
that if you're a top trainer, then you probably get the 20%. If you're a bottom tier new trainer, you probably get the 10%. Let's say Derek James was in the 12 to 15%. What they're saying
No,
is
that's
that
what I said. I said if he gets 10% and EJ walked away with 25 million, Derek
no,
James
see,
supposed to get 10.
that's where the argument goes, and that's where the lawsuit and all that starts to happen at, because what they're saying is that Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence received a guarantee before
It
that
doesn't
back end
matter.
money. It does
It
matter,
doesn't.
Free,
No, it does
because if he
not.
signed,
No, it
let me
does.
tell you why. Because if Derek James signed a contract saying, okay, I'm gonna get 10% of your purse, and Errol Spence, let's do an easy number. if Errol Spence's purse was $1 million, what's 10% of that? So he
His
gave
purse,
him that, and he got
his
paid.
purse
It
wasn't.
had nothing to do. It didn't say nothing plus about. We don't know that information in the contract. We don't
You
know
don't
if it
know
said
neither.
anything. Right?
You
That's
don't.
why I say I don't know.
Okay, so you can't say he got paid. Then you can't say he got paid because
He
it
definitely
said
got paid.
if it say he gets 10% of his purse, who's to say
That's
his
what
purse
that's
is
what
not
the
the
reports are
entire?
saying. The reports are saying that Errol
Listen,
Spence made a guaranteed of
listen,
$2.5 million,
listen,
and Derrick James
listen,
was paid. Hold on, and
listen,
Derrick James was paid out of that $2.5 million. That was Errol Spence's
listen what
guaranteed.
I'm
Listen,
saying.
Free. That
No,
was
you're not
Errol
listening to
Spence's
me. You cut me
guaranteed
off.
purse.
You're
So
not
if
listening
Errol
to me. You
Spence,
cut me off.
I really
What
wasn't
I
even
said,
done, but go ahead.
what I said was, because before you cut me off, is he got. You said he got it out of his guarantee money. The guarantee
Right.
money is what you get after the fight. Who's to say that that's what he was supposed to get? It was only the guarantee money. Who's to say that it was only the guarantee money? We don't know if it was only the guarantee money.
Because typically the way PBC operates is that their fighter gets or the superstars, let's just say the superstars, they get a guaranteed purse, and then Al Heyman and them PBC always like to talk about the back end, right? That's where all the real big money comes from. So, but they're saying as far as a trainer goes, that bro, you got paid out of the guarantee, whether it was $2 million, $3 million, or whatever he was guaranteed. Then you get the percentage of that. The way the contracts are set up, it's not going to be nothing on the back end unless you one of them won.
Listen. Do you understand? Errol Spence hasn't fought on free TV since he fought Mikey Garcia. This ain't the first time he's been on pay-per-view. Derrick James knows how much money he's supposed to get paid. If this is all true, I don't know if this is true or not. If this is all true, Derrick James know how he's supposed to get paid. This ain't the first time he fought on pay-per-view. Errol Spence fights, every one of his fights been on pay-per-view since he fought Mikey Garcia. So he knows how he's supposed to get paid.
Yeah, but it ain't been no problem until now.
That's the point that I'm making. That's the point I make. He knows how much he's supposed to get paid. He's been on pay-per-view before. He's been on pay-per-view about 5 or 6 times.
But if he's signing the contract saying, okay, so when you go to court, okay, so check it out. So me and you, we finna go to court over this, right? Let's pretend right now me and you in court. And BVO or T, one of y'all could be the judge, right? We in court. Now, if my contract, now I don't know how, I'm not 100%, but let's just say hypothetically, right? If I have a contract and I say, okay, well, I'm going to give you 12% out of my purse. And my purse is $3 million. And I say, okay, after the fight, here's your cut from my purse. And then when that back end money come in, that don't got nothing to do with you, bro.
No, listen.
He wants some of that money,
like
man.
I said, this is not. This
but
is
it
not.
don't got nothing to do with him. I paid you the 10 or 12% that we said that you was going to get out of my purse. Nothing stated about the back end money.
Do you know how much money Earl's been receiving on the back end since he fought Mikey Garcia? Earl Spence been receiving,
not off the top of my head, but he's been making damn good money.
He's been receiving roughly around $9 million for every fight since he fought Mikey Garcia.
Because he can sell pay-per-view, come in the back end.
Listen what I'm saying. He's been receiving roughly $9 million since he fought Mikey Garcia on pay-per-view. Don't you think if that was the case, Derrick James would have said something about those fights? Because his guarantees was somewhere around $1 million, was somewhere around
I don't.
Listen what I'm saying. If he thought he was supposed to get more money, he would have said that back then, when he was only getting a guarantee. He's only getting $100,000. When he was only getting $100,000, so he would have said something back then.
So now he got a big purse. He got a big purse.
No, it was $10,000. He was getting 10%. He was getting $10,000.
He got a big purse against Terrence Crawford, and at the time, he was happy with the money. But when he seen that back end money that don't got nothing to do with him,
that's why I said I don't believe none of the reports. That's why I said I don't believe none of the reports.
I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't believe none of the reports because these is good dudes, but I'm just saying, Like, let's just say that was the case.
Well, let me hop
Derrick
in.
James go to court.
Let me hop in real
He's not
quick.
gonna have a case when he gets in court.
Let me hop in this real quick. Hey, now I want to ask my man Thomas Hill, because I know my man Thomas Hill alluded to something, but I think Errol Spence is a stand-up guy. So why is Errol Spence choosing now to be a thief, Tommy?
That's the thing. I mean, without any hardcore evidence, we can't say that he is being a thief. All we know is that there's some kind of like this dysfunction going on within the camp, and that
Tommy, you
it's
got a little bit of feedback coming through.
oh yeah,
It's a little crackly when you cook.
All right, that might
it's
be better.
still bad. It's still bad. Maybe it's me.
Not it sounds a little bit better.
It
Salute to my
could be the
brother
man.
Bruce Gas. Salute to my man Crush, the second greatest
Crush.
man alive. CDK, my brother. But go ahead, Tommy.
CDK been on fire with his reels lately, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Shout out to the big homie Crush.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that he's not going to be a thief. He's not going to take care of the people that's been good to him or been there in his life, man. I think that it could be linked to the fight with Crawford and how things got renegotiated and they gave up more money. So I guess somebody is expecting that they still should get their share. I don't know. What I do know is that for the longest, I mean, he's been a stand-up individual when it comes to dealing with people and how he go with people, how he have people in his life, man. I can't see right now him being a thief. I cannot see him not paying somebody their worth. So I think more information has to come out before we will know exactly what's going on. But
Right. And how much do you think these damn trainers supposed to get?
Hold on
Remember
1 second. Let me
when
say,
Floyd
hold on 1
tried
second.
to
Hold on 1 second, Prize. And I want to go to you on this, Free. So we know that Bomac made $2.5 million when Bud fought Errol. So why is there a discrepancy? Why is Derrick James worried about what Bomac is getting? What do you think, Trey?
Well, the difference between Derrick James and Bomac is Bomac is not only Bud Crawford's trainer, he's also his manager. So
better.
No,
he
he's not his
actually gets
manager.
double.
He's not his manager anymore. Remember, he got I just forgot his name. Bomac is no longer his manager. Bomac relinquished that title. What's the guy from
I don't
CAC?
know about now. I know at the time of the fight they introduced him as Bomac as the trainer and manager.
No,
So I don't know.
I'm saying that was incorrect because Worldwide West, that's his name. Worldwide West, the dude from CAA or whatever. Anyway, the dude that's over the Knicks is managing Terrence Crawford now. So I know what you're saying. No, I'm talking about when he got the fight because that's how the deal got
No,
done.
they was representing Terrence Crawford for the fight. They wasn't managing him. They was representing him for the fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know
That's what
Worldwide West said that Terrence Crawford was on his was one of the people he was managing. So that's why I thought
and that's why Bomac got the big money because he has a different title. Derrick James is just a trainer. You remember back, like I was about to say, remember back when Floyd Mayweather Sr. asked Oscar De La Hoya for $1 million to train him against Floyd? And Oscar was like, man, get out of here. Wasn't no trainer make $1 million. When? Especially at that time. I'm not saying they don't do now, but I'm just saying. Come on, man. Derrick James ain't. How much you think he's supposed to get? $2-3 million? Come on, bro.
I would have gave Derrick James, man. I would have gave Derrick James quite a bit more than you think because I feel like
10 to 20% is the trainer's average salaries. It's 10 to 20%. I'm pretty sure Derrick James was in the higher percentage. He wasn't at the back end. If anything, he was 15 to 20. Anything north of 15%. It has to be. And if he wasn't, that's his fault. He signed the contract.
So let me ask you this real quick, Free. Let me ask you this. And I want Tommy to come on after Free answers. And then I'm gonna go to my man Price. I think that this is the thing I want to know, Free. So why is Derrick James being a greedy savage?
Why is he what?
Why is he being a greedy savage, trying to get more money?
No, like I said, I'm going off of what the question is being presented to me. I don't know if none of this is true or not. So I'm just going off of what the question is being presented. Because the thing is, if Derrick James, like I said, I don't know what the contract is because it could be in his contract for all of the money that you receive. I don't know for it to be just the guarantee or if it's just off of the back end. I don't know what the contract specifies, but obviously he must know something that we don't know, because you're not going to take a lawsuit to show everybody that you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You just being greedy. So if you suing, it's because you got proof that you were supposed to get more than what you got. That's usually when somebody sues somebody, when they have proof that they're supposed to get more than what they got, or when
This
they
is
was
my.
owed something.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tommy. Go ahead, Tommy.
I meant
I
Tommy.
think
Go ahead.
I gotta align my logic with what D just said, D free, because not knowing any of the particulars, not knowing the situation at hand, you just don't sue people just for the heck of it. You don't sue people just because you ticked off or whatever the case may be.
But
You
shit,
sue
I
people
do,
because
Tommy. I sue people for no reason. But go ahead.
well, I mean, like you said, you can't just sue people without burden of proof. There's
Sure
got to
he
be
can,
something
but
that he's.
that's another argument. But go ahead.
I mean, you could, but you end up in a situation like this. You're gonna look like a dunce if you do make a suit and you don't have nothing plausible for you to sue for. So like I don't know. I don't think that he's greedy. I don't think Earl is a stingy person. I mean his people in his life that are not as stingy can attest to him not being that. I don't know what's really going on right now. Maybe there was discrepancy over the renegotiated contract. Maybe before, when they had the contract proposed, it was a greater number and it got reduced due to the restructuring of the contract. But whatever the case may be, I
I
don't
just don't
see
think.
either being greedy and I don't see one being stingy.
I don't see that Al Hammond would set Earl up for something like that. And they love Al, and Al like his boys. But
I don't have nothing to do with that.
I'm just saying, Al is not gonna. He's gonna advise Earl, because I think he does have something to do with that. This is
No, he
how we
don't.
do it. Al is an advisor. He would probably because all this is speculation. He probably would tell Earl, okay, look, you're gonna get a guarantee of $2 million. Out of that $2 million, you fulfill your contract with your trainer. He gets his, let's say, 20%. Let's say Derrick James is the number one trainer, so he gets the top 20% out of your this. Okay, after he get that, he paid. He out the way. Now, when you reap that back end money, because they sold 675,000, you gonna get the back end of that. He can't touch none of that. You don't think Al told him that? Ain't his job is to
Absolutely,
advise?
absolutely not. I don't believe Al has nothing to do with Earl
Shit,
does
you
with
tripping.
his trainer. Earl's his own promoter. He makes his own business decisions. Al is the advisor to his fights. He has nothing to do with
Real
who he
business
hires
decision.
as a trainer. He has nothing to do with that.
No, he don't got nothing to do with he hires, but he's showing him how to reap all of the money because he's doing all the fighting. He's telling him, here's the guarantee. Let you pay your people off with this. And if you listen to me, when the pay-per-views come in, you're gonna walk away with $20-25 million. You think he's gonna be worried about that little $3 million getting touched? No. Go ahead, fulfill your contract with your trainer, because what you giving him? How much you giving your trainer? Because like you said, he might don't know. I'm giving him 20%. I think Derrick James is number one. He got a unified champ. He got an undisputed champ. He got some good fighters under him. So I'm giving him 20%. Oh, you want to give him 20%? Fine with me. This is how much is going to come out of this. So you're going to be left with this plus your back end. You don't think Al Heyman advised Earl that?
No, that's
Crazy,
all
man.
No, Al don't
speculation.
work like that.
That's
Get out of
all
I don't
here.
work like that.
speculation. No, he
Man, get
doesn't.
out of here.
That's all speculation. That's what you
Well, the
believe.
whole the
No,
whole conversation is speculation, for you, but it's just
no, but
hypothetical.
that's what you believe, and I said no. I don't believe that's what Al did. No, I don't.
Yeah, I do.
Earl wasn't even in the room when they did the negotiations. Bud already
No,
told you that.
yeah, Earl was never there.
Yeah, but he not finna let. Trust me, man. I believe in my heart that he definitely advised them on how to um, maneuver, certain ways, bro. That's his job. That's Al Heyman's job, is to teach these young bulls how to maneuver in the ring and out the ring. So he definitely knows about how much his trainer is getting. He knows. Come on, man. Y'all be serious.
No, you be serious. That has nothing to do with Al Heyman.
If you don't think Al Heyman know how much these trainers getting free, man, you wilding.
I ain't saying he don't know how much some of the trainers
Okay,
get.
that's what. Okay, so you
I'm
just
saying he
contradicting
has nothing to.
yourself.
No,
I didn't say he had. I just said that.
Listen.
I said it didn't have anything to do with it. I said
Instead of cutting me off, listen. I said I didn't say he doesn't know how much some of these trainers get. I said he has nothing to do with telling Earl how to spend his money. He's not going to advise Earl. Look, hey, you take this guarantee, you can pay your trainer off with this money, and then you got all this back. No, he's not doing all that. He's gonna say, "This is what we give you for a guarantee, and y'all sell the fight, y'all get more money on the back end." That's what he does.
So you don't think that Al Heyman teaches these young bulls how to advise? You don't give them any advice and tell them how to set their money this way. Well, if you do this, you got to give your trainer this, you got to give this one that. But if you do it this way, you might walk away with a little bit more. You don't think he does that?
He might does that with some people. I don't think
you don't do that with everybody.
I don't think.
Okay, so you don't do that with one of your top two guys.
Listen. I don't think he did that with Earl because this is not Earl's first rodeo. He's been on pay-per-view since he fought Mikey Garcia. I don't think he did that with Earl. I don't.
It don't seem like he would do that with Earl.
So he would advise Earl. You don't think that he would advise Errol Spence? Now you do what you want to do. He's advising you. Now BVO, you do what you want to do with your channel. You call me and you say, "Hey, what if I do this and what if I do that?" And all I can do is give you some advice and be like, "Yeah, I don't think you change your logo." But you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I think what Free saying, I get what you're saying. No, because Al doesn't.
I agree with D Free. Like he probably don't know. Like I said, that went back to what I said. How much you giving him? Oh, okay. 10, 20%? Cool. They probably talk about all that shit, dog. He said he talked to Al all the time. That's what he said.
I'll say this, salute to my man Darius, salute to my man Kareem. Definitely my brother Bruce. But I'll say this, man. I think, and Tommy here a little to this. Errol Spence, man. I like Errol Spence, but he's definitely a very arrogant dude. So I could see him doing something like this. So I could see him doing something.
Ain't nothing about Errol Spence arrogant. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
Stop, man. He's an arrogant jerk, man. You see how he was talking to Sean Porter, man. Sean Porter is a good man.
Sean Porter was talking goofy.
Because the way he was talking to Sean Porter, that makes him arrogant. Because him and Sean Porter was having words with each other. That makes him arrogant. So you supposed to just let somebody talk to you any kind of way and you supposed to stay humble. Hell no. That's not
Sean
arrogant.
Porter wasn't talking crazy. What you think about that, son? I want
Sean
you to
Porter was talking about how he sold the pay-per-view and all that. He was talking crazy.
I think when the first fight, before the fight was about to happen, that Porter had something different to say prior to the fight than he did in the aftermath of the fight. His whole dialect changed, and he was saying how he could tell that Spence couldn't think in the ring. He was a little off balance and this and that. Whereas when he fought Crawford, he had to go in there and think. So, a lot of the stuff that he said concerning or regarding Errol Spence wasn't very favorable inside, especially when that's supposed to be somebody you rock with, in favor of somebody else who it looked like he had an easier time with in the ring than he did with Errol. So, I don't know if there's a little bit of animosity there towards Porter for how he addressed the situation, but when you're arrogant, it's the way you carry yourself. It's an aura about yourself that you handle people with, you deal with people, you move, your actions, your words, your thoughts. And the thing that I get from Errol is humility and humble spirit. I don't really see the arrogance in him. I think that if anything, the arrogance may have showed the night he took the fight when he got in the ring and it didn't look like he was at full speed, but that might have been just because he missed out on the fight with Pac-Man and was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna miss this bag. I'm not gonna miss out on this opportunity." But I know one thing.
That's a good ass point, dog.
I know one thing. Whatever's going on, I think I got a lot to do with the fact that he's not getting fights right now. I think he really wants to get back in the ring. I don't think they want him back in the ring until they can fully get a clearance from some viable people who cannot be paid off. And I think that maybe if that's the case, well, he kind of cutting ties with everybody, and it could be that, yo, well, if you're not gonna back me, then you get what you get, and let's just part ways. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's highly speculatory. I don't know for a fact or certain. I do know that given both characters of both gentlemen, that they're usually straightforward with one another, and they deal with people on a square business. So I would say that there's more going on than what we're being led to believe by the people who have released it. I'm trying to find something that's been journalized, like that's been written, and I can't find nothing. All I hear is people on videos doing what they do, and a lot of people do stuff for clicks and giggles, bro. And I'm not trying to click on nothing, and I'm not trying to have no laugh on nobody's expense. So I want to see something that's veritable come out before I can actually comment on it. I know both of them to be pretty stand-up gentlemen and pretty straightforward gentlemen, and I'm gonna hold to that more so than anything
I
else
hope
that I
it's
hear
all a
from
lie,
somebody else.
T. I really do.
I hope so too.
I hope it's
That's
all a
why I
lie.
said that's why I said I'm only answering the questions because it's being asked to me, but I don't know none of this to be true because I never heard nothing about it. And I watched a lot of channels.
Well, I heard it today. I heard it today before I came on BVO, and then my man called me that he doesn't even watch boxing. Like, he's a casual, but he does know Errol Spence, and he does. And since Derek James is tied to Errol Spence, he's like, "Yo, man, why your man suing your boy?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about, bro?" He's like, "Man, your trainer, Earl trainer, man, suing him." Da, da, da. I'm like, "Man, hell no." Then when I started looking at it, I was just like, "It's crazy."
I know I've been on a lot of channels that's close to Errol Spence. I haven't heard none of them say nothing about none of this.
Yeah, they probably not gonna speak on it because they close to Earl. But you got other channels that don't got no ties to him that's gonna speak. But I do agree with the brother T, because I think they both stand up guys, and I don't know none of this to be true. It's all speculation, but let's just hope this is not true, because I don't want this another distraction for Earl Spence. Now, because Earl did tweet real quick, D Free, and you can go ahead and say whatever you want to say. Earl did do a cryptic, because I don't know how much you be on Instagram, but I follow Errol Spence very carefully on Instagram, and he typed "looking for a new home." That's what he tweet. That's what he put on his IG. When I saw that, I was like, "Damn!" I thought he was trying to cop a new crib or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I hope that's the case too. But the way he's making it seem like he's very comfortable on his ranch. He got livestock, got a bunch of stuff going. And then there was rumors that he got kicked out of his gym. So little after that happened, maybe I don't know. I don't even want to speculate the time. But after that happened, then Earl Spence's Insta IG.
Let me say how bogus that sounds. He got kicked out of the gym. How you kick somebody out of the gym when his fighter is in that gym? That's his fighter.
Yeah, but
that's his fighter. Yeah, Frank Martin is his fighter.
That's very true. That's a good point. I would like to argue with that. Some of the people that put out that news. That's a good point. But nevertheless, they said he took down all his posters. There was like multiple people saying he took down his posters and all that shit, dog.
You see, the bags are all gone, all the EJ bags. But either way it go, if Errol Spence is gone, it's okay, because people come and go. If they had a good run, let me just say this real quick.
I'm not. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, if this is the final run, it's okay. Not the end of the world. Errol Spence does need to get with somebody else anyway, maybe to give him a different look. I don't even think Errol Spence should retire. I think he had a good career. He was pretty good. I think he should retire, man, because you're talking about his eye about to fall out his head. I think the kid should take his life after boxing a little bit more serious. My bad. Go ahead, Free.
No, I was gonna say, I like I said, until I see something concrete comes out or whatever, I'm not. It's just all speculation. People just trying to bring up some rumors or whatever for some clicks. Because like I said, I follow Earl on Instagram. I follow him on X. I follow Derek James as well. I haven't heard nothing from neither one of them guys about any of this.
What is X?
Derek James
Twitter.
James been with James. Yeah, Twitter. Derek James been with Errol Spence since day one when he was in the amateurs. Derek James got with Errol Spence because of Errol Spence Sr. Him and his father was close. That's how Derek James got with Earl. So I find this hard to believe. If it's true, I mean, it's true. They got to work that out. But I find it hard to believe. Like I said, this ain't the first time that Derrick James been in a pay-per-view fight with Errol Spence. So if it is true, and like I said, this is all speculation. I don't know it to be true or not. If it is true, he got to have some proof. You don't just sue somebody, especially not nobody like Errol Spence, and you ain't got no proof of you supposed to be getting more money, because this ain't no just person on the street you suing because you think he did something to your dog or something like that. This is a high class celebrity. People know who Errol Spence is. He's a pay-per-view star. People know who Errol Spence is. So this ain't no under the rug type of lawsuit. This is going to be front page of ESPN. They're going to be talking about it. So I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is, he got some type of.
Let's just hope it's not true. Let's just hope it's not true.
Let me ask you this, Tony. Why is it always brother against brother, man?
Because that's what people tune into. They like when it is brother against brother. They like when it's anybody against brother. But I don't know why it is that way with amongst ourselves, because like everybody else bands together for the most part. Everybody else big ups one another. We seem to be the ones who like to pull one another down. And I think it's the way it's pushed in our society. But I will say that the people who have reported on this, and this is why I say it's clicks and giggles. One of them is Showbiz, the guy or whatever his name is.
The Taco Hat Bull.
Yeah, and you know his thing is all about clicks, but I don't think he's doing it to make fun of the situation. Then the other one is Aki. He be about giggles and clicks. OD Loke, you know, he could be about clicks because I never heard of him before. And then it's Blue Bud. We know he's making a mockery of the situation because of the way he got, you know, put in check for him switching up on Earl in front of folk.
Yeah.
So you know he's not going to.
I don't know if Blue Blood reported that or not, so I don't even want to put that on him. But
he did.
Oh, he did. I'm looking dead at it right now.
I didn't see Blue Blood's video.
I mean,
but shout out to him.
At the end of the day, though, man, either way it go, man. Like Tony said, you know, I actually like Errol Spence. He's a good brother, man. Seem like family man. He's a drunk, but he seems like a good guy, man. It's just sad to see.
Why you gotta throw that in there?
After you ask why the brothers and brothers got to put each other down.
Canelo's a fucking drunk. Why you don't ever throw that in Canelo's sentences?
Hold on. Why y'all jumping on me? I'm a brother, man.
Nah, you just got to saying why.
You just said he was a drunk, and I asked you why you got to throw that in there. Canelo's a fucking drunk, but you don't put that in him and that in the same sentence with Canelo.
Hey, yo. I don't understand why y'all attacking me, dude. I didn't say
I'm not attacking you.
I never heard you call Canelo a drunk. I never heard you call Tyson Fury a cokehead. I never heard you say nothing bad about nobody else. I keep trying to tell you. You wonder why people always say stuff about you because you always going after black people.
Hold on, it's because I'm black is why they do it, freak.
And you was just on IG with some people. Was it Kwee? Was that Kwee you was live with?
Yeah.
Could have been, for sure.
And I was, and BB, I was listening to that shit because you tagged me in that joint, dog. I was on there cracking up because they was trying to justify this. And BBO was.
When my good brother Prize get it together and tell us what he's talking about, I'm gonna say this.
I'm talking about the IG live. BVO was IG live with some people, and they was saying the same thing what we saying right now. But I was like, "What are they talking about?"
I told BVO everybody can't be wrong. I can see one or two people being wrong, but everybody can't be wrong. If everybody say you go at the black people every single time you do a live or you do an Instagram post, it got to be some truth to it because everybody can't be saying the same thing.
Yo, Free, you ever see the Staples commercial?
Who?
Damn, my wrist really bad. The easy button. You got the easy button.
Yeah, right.
And then seen that movie Rush Hour where she said push the mother button, blow everybody up. He be pressing the button. Sometimes he press the easy button to get something going out to draw the meat out before he gonna press the blow everybody up button. But you just asked me, why does it always seem like it's brothers against brothers? Then you call my brother
A drunk.
alcoholic. Yeah, drunk to
A
be
drunk.
specific.
Hold on, 1 second.
Man, why you do my brother like
Let
that?
me do this. We all know BVO don't go against black people because everybody on the panel is black except Freddie.
I know you don't,
So-
but I know you press the button.
D3 is a black guy. What are you talking
No,
about?
D3's Puerto Rican.
I don't know. I don't
If
know.
D3 get
BVO.
pulled over, he's black. You just related to the cops.
BVO, you got to stop saying we all because I'm included in that we all, and I don't agree with half the stuff you be saying when you say we all.
Well, that's what I'll tell you, man. That's what I'll tell you. BVO has been known to be a good African American brother, man, who loves his African American, man. You're my African American. So is Tommy. So is my man Pride. The thing I think y'all missing is I was just explaining something y'all jumped down my throat for. All I was just saying was Errol Spence is a good guy, family man. I don't think y'all heard me. Good guy, family man. He happens to be a
Tainted it
drunk.
with being a drunk.
He happens to be. He
All of
happens
that.
to.
You was good when you say he's a good man and a good family man. That's it.
Either way it go, man. I wouldn't put
The
him
demons.
past.
Why you don't do that to Canelo and Tio and them? I'm asking
Hold on.
for a friend.
Hold on. I think I went. You a goofball for a friend. I think I went after Tio for some of the stuff he's done.
But you ain't go after Canelo, and Canelo's a drink just as much as.
Hold on. I went after Canelo as soon as I went after Canelo when I thought that he was gonna only fight David Benavidez for $2
I don't care
billion.
about who he fight. I'm talking about his personal life. Since you brought up Earl's, I'm talking about you don't bring up his personal life about how he's a slob when he gets to drinking, and he's a maniac and he gets to do whatever he wants. But you don't never say, you know, Canelo's a good, because he is a good family man and he's a good businessman and he's a drunk. But you don't put them three together like what you did with Earl. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
If I said that wrong, y'all just tell me as my brother. If I said that wrong, just tell me. You don't have to.
You said it wrong.
I'm gonna tell you like this. This is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
BVO sees the bad in everybody. The problem is
I can't say that.
He always got to mention the bad in all of the black fighters. All you got to do is just go back and look at all the lives. He mentioned the bad in all the black fighters. You don't never hear him mention the bad in the other fighters.
Hold on, Tommy Hill, man. Can you back me up? This brother's really trying to assassinate my character on here live. I'm gonna let my man Tommy Hill back me up, man. What you think, Tommy?
You know,
Somebody sound like they in surgery. You hear that?
Tommy, can you hear me?
I'll back you up, BVO. You know, you do jump out there and back your people up. You're not all the way gone, but
He said all the way. Hold on, my favorite fighter is Jamel Charlo.
right. That's fine, and that's cool. And you've been saying that for a while, ever since you made me come up here. You know, you've been always saying, you know, I rock with Charlo, and I was like, nah, and you was like, Pride, I'm telling you. And then after like a fight or two, I was like, all right, yeah, I'm with you. I rock with him. That's my guy right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not taking that from you. That's sturdy. What you're saying is sturdy right there.
Let me tell you this.
Yo, my.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, T.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, nah, I got your back, bro. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got your back. I
You
mean,
gotta watch your front though.
you know what I'm saying? You definitely, and you gotta secure the perimeter, dog. And sometimes around the perimeter, you be trying to sneak in some stuff, dog, that I just can't allow on my watch, bro, because my name is applied to it. It's like D3 said, it's some things that be said sometimes. You be throwing it out in jest, but it's in the universe. And I don't want it to be attributed to me, bro, because, you know, I don't know these Mickey Frickies, and I can't be, like, condemning nobody, bro. Like, I got to be there and see it and be like, yeah, well, you know, I don't know about in totality, but I know that there could be some of this going on, but
that's true.
Yeah,
That's 100% right. And BBO, you know, I'm one of the soldiers on the channel. If we gonna go to war with somebody, you know, I'm front line. You know, I don't care about debating and all that.
We didn't see Errol Spence pissy drunk a few times.
But we didn't see Canelo pissy drunk singing karaoke.
Yo, I done seen Tank look like he was about to fall over drunk. had the Chinese, I shouldn't say it that way, but he had the slant, I shouldn't say it that way either, but his eyes was barely closed, barely open, I mean.
My daughter got
And
slanted eyes, and that's what I say.
yeah, you know, I shouldn't say that because some people may be offended by that.
It's okay.
But
My
his eyes
daughter
are
got
super,
slanted eyes. It's all good.
and you know, I know that's what was his past. Ever since he done got serious about things, he done changed. He cut his circle down smaller, and he got his head right so that he can do what he got to do, so he can hurry up and get up out of this business because this is a hurt business. This ain't a business that you're supposed to be in for a long time. So I don't know if that's the case for Earl, because I know in the little biopic he did with his girlfriend, you know, he was talking about how he was moving and it wasn't the right way and it was leading him to a tailspin, and you know, he was throwing everything down the drain, and he saw that there was a need for change. As long as you can admit that there is a need for change, you have to wait there. You just got to commit to it. So I think he committed to it. And I think that he's been more about his business. He's been closer to staying in shape. I know he's been at that weight for the longest. So, you know, it's never good, especially when you're much bigger than that weight. But you
he's
know,
only 5'8", man. He's a little bitty guy. I'm surprised such a little bitty guy can't make the weight.
well, Devin Haney, I mean,
Who's a little bitty guy?
Errol Spence.
What you mean by little bitty guy?
Hell no.
He's like 5'8", 5'9". He's little. What are you talking about?
Well,
So,
you're
hold on. What
you're
do
like
you?
6'6". Like everybody little to you.
No, what do you think he's supposed to weigh at 5'9", 5'8"?
Like what?
yeah, when you was 5'9", 5'8", how much did you weigh, man?
When I was 10 years old, I was about 5'9". I'm about 5'10" at 10.
That's a terrible analogy. You can't use BVO because he's so tall and big.
And I weighed about 160. I weighed about
I'm
160.
gonna tell you right now. The average 5'9", 5'8" guy is walking around somewhere between 160, 170 pounds.
And I'm about 5'8", 5'7", 5'8" when I got my 10 on. I weigh like 175 right now, free. I'm normal, you know what I mean?
The average 5'8", 5'9" guy walks around at 160, 170. Look at Canelo. Canelo 5'8". He's fighting at 168.
And he's went all the way up to 75.
He don't walk around at 168, but he fights at 168. He walks around probably around 170, 180.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he gets
probably
bigger
around.
as he drinks.
I'm
going 190.
I'm about to say probably like 180, 190. He's probably walking
he
around.
wanted to fight that cruiserweight. He wanted to cherry pick that cruiserweight fight with Badu Jack. So I know he's walking around like that 180, 190 easily.
How can fighting Badu Jack be a cherry pick?
Because he tried to drain him 20 pounds.
No, he wanted to fight Badu Jack at 180 pounds for his title, and then put a rehydration clause on him. But y'all say Tank Davis did something very bad though. I keep trying to tell y'all they do this shit all the time, but y'all don't want to listen to me though. Y'all don't want to listen to me.
We love Tank Davis, man. We love Tank Davis.
100% fact, D-Free. That like it's cool when Canelo do it, but if Tank do it,
they don't want to listen to me though. They do that shit all the time. Niggas take rehydration contracts all the time, but they don't want to listen to me though. It's a bad thing when Tank Davis do it. But although 95% of the goddamn boxing get rehydration clauses.
I'll say this, Free. That is very true. What you're saying. It might be 95% because there's a lot of rehydration clauses. I looked that up. But you know something I want to talk to you guys about. This is a little off kilter, but I watched a great documentary called 42 on 1 when Buster Douglas, who's from one of the greatest places in the world, Ohio. You know I got to give him his rightful entry.
What I'd say is this, Murder. It's us Ohio boys. You know how we get, you know how us Ohio niggas get down, nigga. Ohio nigga, double O. What's up, yo? Yeah. Columbus, Akron, Cleveland, Springfield, Dayton, Youngstown. What's up, y'all? Cincinnati too. I forget about you. You know I love y'all niggas.
Hey, real quick. Did anybody hear if Roberto Duran came out of the hospital?
Yeah, Roberto Duran got a stent put in his heart valve, and he's still in the hospital now. But he got a stent put in his heart.
Oh wow. I
Yeah,
know. I heard he had got rushed to the hospital. I didn't know if he had came out or not.
yeah. He apparently Roberto Duran was having high blood pressure the last 4 or 5 years, and I guess when he went to the hospital, he had heart palpitations, and they were able to figure out where the blockage was and put a stent in there. So thank God he's doing much better. Because that's one of our heroes. I'm glad you brought that up. That's one of our heroes, Roberto Duran. He's one of the greatest to ever live. But I want to ask you guys two quick questions. One about Buster Douglas as a fighter. So why is Buster Douglas considered a bum, even though Buster Douglas arguably was beating Tony Tucker until he lost? Why is Buster Douglas? Why is that such a shock that he beat Mike Tyson? I want you guys' opinion on that.
Because Mike fought 2 weeks before that, and his head wasn't in the game. He was he was crashed out by then. So so by the time he got to Japan, he was toast. He ain't really had no training camp. He fought 2 weeks before he got knocked out by Douglas. Now, a lot of them fighters back then did fight way more than they do now. But with that situation, the boy fought 2 weeks before that, and then he went to Japan and got his ass knocked out by somebody that was hungry, and lost their moms, that had nothing to lose and everything to gain. And that's why we love boxing.
Well, what you think about that, Tommy Hill?
About Buster knocking Tyson out?
Yeah, I'm trying to, because when I look at Buster Douglas's overall totality of his resume, he wasn't just a flash in the flame. He was a pretty decent fighter. He just didn't have enough part. Well,
Yeah, he was a decent fighter, but like Price said, he had like instant motivation going on with the loss of his mother and dedicating the fight for his mother.
It's some bad feedback going on somebody's mic. I thought it was mine, but it's really distorting the audio.
Go ahead, talk again, Tommy. You're free.
Okay, and
yeah.
Also Tyson, he was going through a bad time himself with his wife, Robin Givens, and then on top of that, him trying to like get over it, so to speak, by just living lavish up in Japan while he was about to fight, being with all them women. And then, there is the fact that he still, even though it wasn't counted up, he had him on that floor for a long time. He had him on that mat for a long time.
That's a fact.
But I just don't think his head was right in that fight. And after that, it's like how my man Dubois did when he knocked him out, because that was a knockout. That was a legal blow. My man was on the ground for about 3, 4, 5 minutes.
On the belt line, legal blow.
Yeah. It just you after a while, if you're not mentally tough, it'll break you. And if you're going through some things, it only takes a little bit to break you. And I think
that's a good point. That's a good point, bro.
I think that's more so. Let me ask you this though, Tom, just to piggyback on what you're saying. So that being said, did you know that Bobby Brown was with Mike Tyson that night as well?
Everybody was with Mike. They was all chilling.
No. You missing what I'm saying. When he was in Japan, him and Bobby Brown were in the room all night. And Bobby Brown told a story. I don't know if a lot of people heard it, but he was on the Breakfast Club and said he kept telling Mike to go to bed, and Mike wouldn't go to bed. So
it was high, BVO. Like, I never tried cocaine. That's one of the things I never did. But I done seen people on it, and they be up. They up with it. You know what I'm saying? So there is no going to sleep if you high off of that. Now I done took some pills in my young lifetime, and my ass was up all night. Ain't no going to sleep. Ain't no eating. Ain't no going to sleep. Ain't none of that. It's party. That's what you want to do. You don't want to do none of that other shit. So Mike probably was rolling, and he's rich. He got these biddies. Bobby Brown is in the house. You in Japan? Them little Japanese things probably running around all hairy back then. You know what I'm saying? It was all crazy. Man, what you gonna do, dog? Like, you Mike Tyson, you're number one. You're one of the top athletes in the world. You're known worldwide. You're in Japan. You just fought 2 weeks ago, and now you got another bump lined up just to make a check real quick, just to cash out real quick. And Mike ain't having no camp. Mike just was there fighting off instinct. Buster Douglas was ready to go. Mike was not. and it showed up. You put a regular Mike Tyson in the ring with Buster Douglas, and he's gonna do the same shit Evander Holyfield did to him. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, let me ask you
every
this,
day of the
D.
week.
Free. What do you think about the fact that Bobby Brown said he kept asking Mike to go to bed and Mike wouldn't go to bed?
I just answered that.
I
It's
want to get D.
cocaine.
Free's opinion. I want to ask D. Free's opinion. What you think, Free?
No, can't nobody make Mike Tyson go to bed. Mike Tyson go to bed when he feel like going to bed. Who the hell gonna say, Mike Tyson, you gotta go to bed? Mike Tyson, man, I knock you the fuck out. All right, Mike, go ahead. You do what you want to do.
Yeah, you saw The Hangover.
Bobby probably was like, "Come on, Mike. You know what I'm saying, man? You got to fight in the morning." Mike was like, "I'm gonna knock him the fuck out. It's nothing. I'm partying. You see these Japanese girls? They run around.
It's ludicrous, man. You know I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna handle my business."
Look, they probably was at the penthouse suite. It probably was music and girls. When you rolling and your adrenaline is pumping, you not worried about you. I'm Iron Mike. You think you can whoop everybody?
Free, I gotta
No.
see
You know, he watched
Hey,
Rush Hour. He rushed Rush Hour. He know what Rush Hour was doing back in the days, man, at the
Free,
parlay.
what you said was so
and to go back to what you said, BBO.
yeah.
I don't care what none of y'all say. Buster Douglas was a blast from the past. That man, his two best fights, he got a knockout over Mike Tyson, and he got knocked out by Holyfield in the very next fight.
The
You ain't
very
heard
next
nothing
fight.
you ain't heard nothing about Buster Douglas since. That's all you know about Buster
When he
Douglas.
dropped Tony Tucker. He dropped Tony Tucker a few
Tony
times.
Tucker wasn't nobody.
Tony Tucker was sturdy, but he wasn't.
He was IBF champion.
He was sturdy, but he wasn't like that. Mike punted. You see what Mike did to Tony Tucker when he hit him
Tony
with that
Tucker,
body shot
say,
uppercut, and Tony Tucker was leaking.
Tony Tucker at that time is daggone Trevor Bryant right now. He ain't nobody.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize he was that. That
He
ain't nobody.
No, I don't want to go that far with D Free. I thought Tony Tucker, because D Free's a little bit older than me, but when I was watching Tony Tucker, he was doing his thing. But I knew when he got in there with Mike, he was gonna die. When Mike hit him with that uppercut, if you go back and listen to the sound of that body shot and uppercut, it's like poop pop. It's like crazy. Just listen to that audio. And Tony Tucker was leaking. I was like, damn.
Well, let me ask you.
If you look at Trevor Bryant, everybody was like, "Oh, Trevor Bryant, that nigga can box." And then he got in there with a real heavyweight. You like, man, that nigga ain't shit.
Because you know, boxing.
Let me ask you this, Free and Tommy. I just think I'm gonna ask Tommy this first time. So, what you think about the fact that Bobby said he asked Mike 15 times to go to bed? He wouldn't go to bed.
He just told you. Niggas can't get Mike. He Free said, can't nobody get Mike to go to bed.
I ain't hear what Tommy said.
You can't, no. Who
Free,
do you know
funny
in the
shit,
no,
who
you know in the 80s and the 90s telling Mike Tyson you gotta go to bed?
And Bobby probably was saying that shit nice as hell, bro. Mike, man, trust me, listen, like, you don't need to do this. Mike probably was like, man, we getting wasted. You know what I mean?
No, he said, Mike Tyson, you gotta go to bed. Nigga, what? I was playing, Mike. I was just joking, Mike. I ain't really mean you had to go to bed. I was just saying you might want to go to bed.
And you know, Bobby was rolling too, so he got somewhere to be in the morning. He got to get up, make his rounds, get to the fight. You know what I'm saying? Niggas need to go to bed. It probably was 2 a.m. Them niggas probably was up still tweaking, bro.
I don't know nobody that's telling Mike Tyson he gotta go to bed.
Hey, Tom, I'm gonna ask you as a friend, man. Why did he listen to Bobby that night? What you think, Tom?
No.
I don't know what my man Tommy went with.
Nah, what'd you say? My bad.
I was saying, what you think about the fact that he kept asking Mike to go to bed and he refused to go to bed.
BVO is fixed on this shit, right?
I'm just shocked that you
Yo.
Go ahead.
Yo.
My athletic mind. Go ahead.
I'm gonna let Athletic Mind cook on that because I don't think nobody telling Mike Betty bye. He tell people Betty bye.
Let me ask you this, you Athletic Mind, you're a real fighter. So let me ask you this. So if you out partying, man, with a homeboy and the homeboy asks you to go to bed 5 times, you gotta fight. What would you do in that case?
Wait. Repeat that. Wait. What he telling me?
You out partying. Say you got some young ladies at the house. You having a good time. I know it's Ramadan, man. Salim Ramadan to you, man. I know it's an important month, but
Thank you.
take yourself out of that. Say it's not Ramadan time. say you got some young ladies and a friend,
But he got to be a
and y'all party.
superstar though. He's a
But
superstar
listen,
too.
listen. Let me paint the picture for this brother. So you having a good time. You up with some ladies, man. Y'all might be having some drinks or something like that, and you got a friend
Drinks.
saying, "Go to bed." Would you go to bed if you were told to go to bed?
Go to bed. Hell no. Wait, somebody told Mike Tyson this, bro?
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
told him that?
Bobby Brown asked him to go to bed 4 or 5 times for what Bobby Brown was saying. The
Oh,
night
I know.
before
That's
busted up
that's when they was over there. In what is it? Japan? What
Japan.
is it?
Yeah,
Tokyo?
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. At that time though. Like Mike was overlooking Buster Douglas, so I don't know. He probably would have been like, I would probably would have done the same thing. Like, hell no, I ain't going to bed. Like, I don't know.
Hey X, did you know that Mike Tyson fought 2 weeks before that fight?
Oh, I ain't know that.
He fought 2 weeks, not months, not years, 2 weeks. So prior to that Buster Douglas fight, he had a fight 2 weeks ago.
I just
That
I don't know if
that's
y'all think
pathetic.
that's funny, but to me, man, that is just hilarious. The fact that he kept asking Mike
He kept trying
to
to
go
get
to
that
bed.
nigga. Mike was snatching beers and shots and snorting lines. Because Mike can tell you this shit himself. You know what I'm saying? One time Mike said he had gonorrhea and he was burning so bad he wanted to go there and get the fight over with. I believe that nigga, man. That's some
Damn.
real shit.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's
Mike
what he
said I
had
was
when he
burning
fought
so
Buster
bad I
Douglas.
just
He
want to
had
get the.
gonorrhea real bad. He
Hey,
had
you know what?
gonorrhea from the night before.
Hey X, on some real shit. I went to that. The reason why I know a lot about it, and I'm saying the other brothers do too. But I went to when Mike came to Atlantic City. I went to that joint to see him do that. You remember he was doing them stand. He was making his round doing that one man
Dog.
show.
Yeah.
Hey, hold up.
He
Mike
broke
Tyson
down a
didn't fight.
lot of shit in that joint, dog. He
Mike
said a
Go
Tyson
lot of
ahead.
didn't.
things.
Mike
Go ahead,
Tyson
DC.
didn't fight two. Mike Tyson didn't fight 2 weeks before he fought Buster Douglas.
Yeah, it was
Uh-oh.
2 weeks.
No, he didn't. I'm
He
looking at
said
his box rec right now.
I
He
don't
Uh-oh.
care
fought in.
what
He
BoxRec
fought.
said. He
Uh-oh.
said at his one man show, I was there live,
Dog.
front row
He
seats.
fought. He
He
fought.
said that he fought
Hold on, man. Let
two.
the man finish. Let the man finish
Uh-oh.
real quick. Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
He fought Carl Williams July 21st, 1989. He fought James Buster Douglas February 11th, 1990.
Yeah, but
Uh-oh.
Mike Tyson said on his one man show
You
out
talking
of his
about an
own mouth,
exhibition that he did. That's
he
not
said
a fight though. I
he
know what you're
said he
talking
had a
about.
fight 2 weeks before that. That's what he said.
He
Uh-oh.
might have
I don't
got
give a
in a
fuck what
fight.
BoxRec
He
said.
might have got in a fight 2 weeks before
No.
that.
He said
You
that
know
he
He
what?
didn't
had a
have a
fight.
fight.
He said 2 weeks prior to that. A lot. He
That's
said when
when
I
he
got like
fought Mitch
because he
Green.
showed a
Hold
clip of
on,
himself.
Price, hold on.
Listen.
He's talking about the fight he's talking about. I don't know if you guys know who Mitch Green is. I think Mitch
Yeah,
Green tried
Mitch
to pick
Blood
a fight.
Green. Mitch Blood Green.
Mitch tried to pick a fight with Mike
And
Tyson
that's what
2
happened.
weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks before that. And Mike Tyson, I guess, destroyed him at
Beat his
that
ass in the
game.
Oh,
street.
right, because
Yeah,
Mike broke his hand on Mitch Green.
Yeah, he
yeah,
beat
that's
his
what
ass
Yeah,
in the street. The
that's
street
what
of
I said. He
Brooklyn.
might have got in a fight 2 weeks
Okay,
before that, but
so
he didn't have a fight.
so check that. But Mike said they said 2 weeks before that. A lot of people don't know that I was in the fight. That I had a fight. He said he had a fight. That's what he said. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who he was rumbling because I follow Mike. So when I tried to think of, but I was so like not
Yeah.
starstruck, but I was just so in the moment. Should say,
Yeah.
because Mike
You was
Tyson
wet.
was from there.
Mike said he kept knocking the dude out. He kept popping back up. He said I couldn't knock
Hey,
the dude
boy,
out.
when that nigga did
He
that
said,
kick, and
hold on. He said,
Hold on 1 second. I said, let my man X go. There you go. My bad, Price. Go
yeah.
ahead.
right side, what up, boy?
Mike said he said, yeah, man, I kept knocking the dude out, man, but he kept getting up. I think the drugs
that
kept
nigga was on coke
pop up
too. See,
because
Well,
he
let
was
me
on crack or something.
while you here, Doug. Let me ask you a quick question, man. So we heard I heard an interview with the great Bobby Brown, multi-platinum recording artist from Boston. He was basically talking about him and Mike were hanging out in Japan. I know Mike is one of your favorite fighters, and he said he asked Mike to go to bed 5 times. Let me ask you this: why did Mike listen to Bobby Brown and go to bed when he kept asking him to go to bed? D. Free said you can't make him go to bed. Tommy Sales said you can't make him go to bed. Why did Mike go to bed that night? What do you think? You think about that, right side?
My God. Salute to the panel. First things first, man. Salute to everybody on the panel. That question right there, and I'm gonna be honest, BVO, me and Mike got the same birthday. That's my favorite fighter, but
Yeah, I know.
I have no clue how to answer anything that you just asked me. I have no clue how to answer that.
Hey, I will say this. Mike Tyson have had fights 2 weeks prior. He have had those before. And when he fought Reggie Gross on June 13th, 1986, he turned around and fought somebody named William Jose on June 28th, 1986, and then he fought Lorenz Boyd July 11th, 1986, and then turned around and fought Melvis Frazier July 26th, 1986.
But you gotta understand, Mike used to fight, especially back when you talking about the 80s. Mike used to fight 6 times a year, easily.
Yeah, he did do that. It just wasn't for the Buster Douglas fight. The Buster Douglas,
all I know is that when I went to his show, he was talking about that he was in the fight, and 2 weeks before that fight, he said he was in the fight. That's what he said. Yeah. So when he said that, I wasn't up on no box rec back then. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't too deep in like the internet shit as far as boxing. I wasn't, up on it like that. But when I went there, Mike was, because he showed a picture him on the ground. He was like, "Damn, that's me." He said, "Y'all want to know what happened that night?" And then he ran down with like some of the stuff that BVO was saying about how he didn't name Bobby Brown, but he was like, everybody's trying to get me to go to sleep, yada, yada, yada. And he said, but 2 weeks prior to that, I had a fight. That's what he said.
He jumped on Mitch Green for no reason. I mean, he
got in a fight.
Wait, hold up. You say he jumped on Mitch Green for no reason? This man, Mitch Green, kept stalking.
He was disrespectful.
Miss Green came to a restaurant that Mike Tyson was at, and Mike Tyson stole the shit out of him.
Yeah. No, he was in the dressing room. He was in the dressing room at Dapper Dan's, and he told Mike, invited Mike to his private parts, and Mike took off on it.
Right.
That's the story.
Because you're not supposed to
do that.
That's
not how Mike told the story, brother. I don't know.
And Mike definitely didn't tell the story that way.
What did Mike say? What do you think Mike said?
Mike said that Mitch Green, I think they had already fought in a professional fight.
Yeah, they fought already. Yep.
And Mitch Green had fought. And Mitch Green, even then, before they fought that time, he was talking shit, and then Mike beat him. And then I guess Mitch had this vendetta against him ever since. So whatever the case, however Mike ended up at that party, Mitch Green was talking shit. He must have got drunk or he was on crack or something, Mike said. he kept popping, "Oh yeah, you did," probably talking about they fight or whatever.
Michelle Tyson, wasn't he ex?
Yeah. Talking about this man like a dog. You know what I'm saying? And then the man Mike Tyson, he had enough and he started knocking the man out. The man kept plopping
back. Damn. In 1985, November 1985, Mike Tyson had 3 fights in that 1 month. He had three fights.
Don King is a savage, bro. He just had that nigga fighting every week, bro. Like once a week.
Nigga had a fight on.
He went with Don King back then.
He had a fight on November 1st, November 13th, and November 22nd.
Yeah. You gotta remember he was knocking them Dominicans out though.
Nah, it was the best competition.
He was knocking them niggas out in the first round. That's when he was getting first round knockouts.
Niggas was scared of Mike. Niggas was beat before they came to the ring.
Yeah,
they was already beat.
Mike was
that knockout.
Mike was the first for Berlinga.
That knockout with Bruce Seldon was whack. Bruce Seldon got the fuck up out of there, dog.
What y'all think about I forget this football player name who said Ryan Garcia was gonna beat Tank. I forgot his name, bro. But what y'all think about? I think his name is Shady McCoy, but he's like
Shady is a good.
Yeah. What y'all think? What y'all think about him saying that Mike Tyson overrated?
We think most people don't know shit about boxing. That's what we think.
Listen, I'm from Philadelphia.
I agree with him, though.
I live out here though. I live out here in Philadelphia. And
you don't know shit about boxing.
I agree that Mike Tyson overrated, bro. I agree.
Hell no.
I agree.
I disagree.
You know what it is? You got to remember this. It's not about him as a fighter. It's him as a person. He's one of the biggest niggas to ever touch the planet.
Oh, I know that.
So you got Jake Paul being Mike Tyson?
I don't even subscribe to that fight. I don't even really care who wins.
Well, that I mean, when you saying that he not the good, that's the question. I mean,
No,
that's the
no, no,
next
no, no,
fight.
no, no. You see, that's the misconception. Because you say somebody overrated, that equals that they're trash or they're not good or they're not as good. I didn't
No,
say
no, I'm not.
none of those things.
I'm not saying. I'm not
No, no,
saying.
you are. You
I
are.
got Jake Paul,
Hold on,
man.
hold on. Wait a minute. No.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not saying. I'm not saying you saying Mike is trash and that like that.
No, you
All
just
I'm
said I said
asking
he's not the goods. You just said that.
the for the man to be damn near 60 years old and you to say
Uh-huh.
he not the goods, I don't think that's bias.
Did I
I mean,
say
I
he's
think
not the
that's a,
good? Where did I say he's not the goods?
hold on. I'm not saying you. My God, brother, I'm not saying you
I'm
said it.
asking you though. You said I said that.
No, I didn't say you said that.
I heard you say that, but okay, you
No,
can run the
Dub did.
tape. No, he did. I could run the tape.
Oh, he
I
said
could
that?
go right back and run the
Oh,
tape.
I didn't know he said that. I
I
thought he
bet
didn't say
money
that.
on it. I bet money on it now.
He got that young mind, so I'm not gonna go against him like with that
So
memory
so
shit.
so
Because
you think I'm saying that Mike Tyson isn't the goods?
Bro, you just said I said that. Like you said that like 2 minutes ago. Like I got perfect memory, bro.
I
You
missed
said
that
it and you
whole
stopped
thing.
yourself.
I ain't gonna lie,
What
but I missed that
you
whole
said?
thing.
What you said? The right side was you said so. You got Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson, and he said no, I didn't say that. You said no. But if you say the man is not the good, that's
See,
what you said.
even yeah, exactly. Even Prize
Break this
remember.
book.
Come on. I mean,
We
my bad. D3. Yeah,
yeah,
you said
deep.
that. I ain't tripping.
Mike Tyson beat the best available opponents.
All
He
right. Let me ask it in a non-biased way. Let me ask it in a non-biased
Go
way.
ahead. Go ahead. I'm
Jake
ready.
Paul versus Mike Tyson. Who you got, X?
I got Mike Tyson, bro.
I got Jake Paul by
I mean,
devastating knockout.
but I heard they got headgear and big gloves
No,
and stuff.
there's no headgear. There's no
I heard this
headgear.
shit finna be like wrestling, bro. I'm finna go to
No,
wrestling in a couple weeks. Where I bought my daughter them. And you know
people about
what?
to get baptized.
And you know what? I don't want to change subjects, but WWE, y'all gotta do better. Them ticket prices is crazy. I look like
Nah,
I'm going to the
man.
fight.
Hey, that man. You see, I
And then I
understand
gotta
why it's
have
like
my
that.
daughter at a certain area, or she don't want to go. I can't buy them seats up top. I gotta go down low where she can touch
Ah,
people.
damn.
That shit like $1,000.
Yeah,
I'm like,
man.
God damn, bro, I'm
Well,
paying this shit.
let me ask you guys this. While we talking about this, I want to talk some boxing. While I got some heavy hitters on the channel. So let me ask you guys this. So we all heard about Ryan Garcia, Devin the American Dream Haney. What do you guys think about so many people attacking Devin for his faith because he's not following Ramadan? What you guys think about that?
That's tough
It's
for the
been,
fighters, man. That's tough.
this ain't the first time it's happened. If you look at Devin when he fought Cambosis, um, he utilized the whole Allah. Hey, as long as I'm providing for my family, then I can make it up. He did that with Ramadan against Cambosis. He did the same thing with what's the brother
Longtime.
name? Oh man, what's my brother name? The Ukrainian brother,
Loma.
Lomachenko. He did the same thing with Lomachenko. So it's not like this is the first or second time he's done it. He's done this consistently.
He
So
can do it. They have that because it's his job. They're not going to stop him from working. He can make it up. It's just that they
You
they
gotta
don't
have
want
your
to.
own personal
but
relationship
but
with
but but
God.
but the question my question is when you ask this question and be biased and say, well, Devin
Pardon
ain't
me.
not respecting Ramadan in these fights. Well, did you then go and speak on him according to, and I'm gonna be honest, I ain't no Muslim, so I don't know the Islamic faith like that. But if they can make it up, then did Devin make it up? That's the
You
question
can
y'all
make
should be asking.
anything
Did
up.
he make it up?
You
Let me
can
ask
make
you.
anything up with
So let me
God,
ask you this.
the
Let me
right
ask you
side. You
this.
know, at the end of the
That's my
day,
man.
it's your
Hold on one
relationship
second,
with God.
Prize, 1 second. We got a guy who's Muslim right now. So let me ask you this, Athletic Mind. Can you make up Ramadan?
I, I,
I thought it was
absolutely.
non-negotiable. Go ahead.
Absolutely. I'm still learning myself, you know what I'm saying? So I was, I'm very curious. I look up a lot of things. One day I looked up what happens if you break your fast early. That's not something I've done, but I just was curious what happened.
Uh-huh.
And basically it says you have to make up you have to make it up. You either make it up like by like immediately at that point, you restart your whole like Ramadan. Even if Ramadan ends, Ramadan for you doesn't end. You got to restart from day one at that point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or you could feed 60 people. Feed 60 people. Like, you know, feed the homeless or whatever.
Yeah,
That
and
makes sense as well.
up in Philadelphia, which is predominantly a Muslim city, and them brothers, some of the brothers I know that there's certain things, situations they in, they don't have a choice. So, like X said, they, pardon me, they definitely make it up. And at the end of the day, it's your relationship with God. At the end of the day, whether you Muslim, Christian, whatever you are, at the end of the day, it's your personal relationship with God. So if you got to make it up, you don't got to announce it. You can just do what you got to do. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's just your personal relationship with God.
Well, let me.
I mean, I work with a few brothers that's Muslim, and that's how I know you can make it up because
Yeah,
when it deal with work relations, because some places doesn't allow you to not do certain things because of your religion. You still have to do your job. So when it comes down to that, the religion is not going to stop you from making money. They're going to allow you to make money, but you can make it up. But if you're going to be true to the Muslim religion, you have to make it up.
facts. Like I do construction work. So in the refineries, you have to shave your beard because you have to have a mask. But the Muslim brothers with those Sunni beards, they don't gotta shave shit. They put them in certain spots where it's not required for a respirator. So, but you gotta hire them, everybody. You feel me? You gotta hire some of everybody. So everybody, so the company, the contractors wants to hire some, like I said, everybody. So they put the Muslims on, they put some of they put Italian boys on because they run the show, and you know they put some, like I said, everybody on. But the people were getting mad because the Muslim brothers, like I got to shave, or the right side, let's say you got a beard going, you don't want to shave, you come up in the refinery, you want to make that kind of money, you're going to shave. But here's one of the Muslim brothers walking around, you know what I'm saying, because with their beards, and there's nothing they can do, you know what I'm saying, because they put them in certain spots. So the brothers, can make up.
I think that goes into the point that was made earlier that hey, is Devin doing everything by the letter of the law? Absolutely not. At the same time, is he allowed to make that up? I think we would all agree from
Absolutely.
what everybody done said is that you can make that up, especially when it comes to dealing with your job. You can definitely make that up. So I don't know. I'm not sure where we going with this.
Well, let me ask you this real quick. Let me ask Thomas Hill this real quick. So, me and Thomas Hill are Christians. This is a special time for us called.
Somebody got some. Hold on, BVO. Somebody got a mute, bro. It's bad. There.
Somebody back there popping popcorn.
Right.
Hey,
So
let me ask you this, Tom.
wait, hold on, BVO, because we can't continue with this kind of audio. It has to stop.
Who is?
All right, go ahead. It sounds like it's go ahead, BVO.
Oh, go ahead, Tom. Hey, Tom, I want to ask you, man. Nothing cheating for us, man. So let me ask you this.
BVO, you got to get your mic together now. Now you got to get your mic together. We can't hear.
You sound kind of low. Yeah, you kind of low.
Oh, okay, hold on. Can y'all hear me now?
Respectfully.
I got you.
Hey,
so let me ask you this, Tommy. I know, me and you are Christians, man. I'm Catholic. I think you just Christian. But so do you celebrate Lent at all?
You said what now?
Do you celebrate Lent season?
Hold on, real quick, BVO. We can't hear you, man. You gotta.
Yeah, BVO. You are kind of low.
Can you hear me now?
No, it's the same.
Still muffled. It's muffled. Yo, you need to go back to your old mic, bro. The mic and I know you. And shout out to them, the people. I don't even want to get in all that, but you need to go back to your old mic, bro. The one you had from back in the day, bro. I respect what you're doing, but
I got to use the mic that they gave me, man. But can you hear me?
BVO, and shout out to them. There's no disrespect. We just want the best quality when you come up here on the BVO.
We can hear you a little bit, but you low.
But it
just sounds like you low as hell.
Yeah, it's like you got your. It's like you got your hand over your mouth. You know what I mean?
You really sound like you up in the closet, bro. You trying to broadcast on the hush, dog. Like you got people.
Like you trying not to wake your daughter up. You feel me? It sound like you talking like.
Yo,
Yeah,
So he's not trying to wake his daughter up.
hey,
He called that man R. Kelly. He in the closet.
I ain't say that. I ain't say nothing about no closet. I ain't say that. I ain't say no
hey,
closet shit, dog.
can
I
y'all
say
hear
you
me
sound
now?
like
No,
you trying not to
Thomas
wake your
Hill
daughter.
said that. Thomas Hill said
Yeah,
that. He
T
said he in
said
the
Tommy
that.
Hill
closet.
said that.
See, I ain't
Tommy
say
Hill
that. I'm
said
about to
that.
say.
nigga over
I
there
ain't say
doing a
all
show.
that.
That nigga doing a live stream right there,
That nigga
trapped in the
doing a
closet.
Diddy. Hey man, they still at Diddy crib right now, bro. Ain't that crazy? They still at
That's
Diddy crib
crazy.
right now, dog.
Hey
Hey
That's
man,
man.
free
crazy.
Puff,
But
man.
yeah, you
Free
know,
Puff, man.
I observe the stages going up to the day of the resurrection, man. And on top of that, going back to what
He
everybody
said
was
got no
saying
microphone.
about the Muslim belief and them holding to the thing of Ramadan, I've heard that they can make it up, start over,
Yeah,
or they can start being servitude or for servitude and feed folk.
yeah.
You didn't have to slam the door like that, bro. You could have just did it the right way. You didn't have to slam the door that way. That's not what the door is made to do. So,
But it's not
so
at the end of the day. You can. It's your. To me, it's your own personal relationship with God. At the end of the day, so Devin can make it up on his, in his own personal way, bro. Like you
if
said,
he
there's many things that he can do in his based what his religion is. There's many things you can do to make
if
it up.
he
So,
yeah, and if he has those options to make it up, then I don't see no problem with him doing that so that he can be at his very best to make the
and at
fight.
the end of the day, God is watching him, so he knows Devin Haney mean well. All right, I'm gonna let him. You know what I mean? And then you see what I'm saying?
That,
So it's all good, bro. I don't even know why this
that's
is.
all. That's what I was about to say. I said, don't nobody know if he's cheating on Ramadan except for
I
him
see him
and
drinking
God.
water.
That's a
You see
fact.
him
That's a
drinking
fact.
water.
Except for him and God. He's the only one. Nobody is with Devin Haney 24/7.
But
So
Devin
don't know.
said he broke it though. Free. Devin said
No,
he broke it.
listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he didn't tell everybody that he broke it. What I'm saying is nobody knows if he cheated on Ramadan but him and God. So yeah, he told everybody he broke it, but if he doesn't make it up, he's the only one that knows that he cheated.
Just cut your
So
ear down.
nobody knows that but him and God. So that's what he has to get straight with him and God. If that's his religion, that's how he follows. He has to get that straight. Can't nobody force him to get straight by
He'll be all
himself.
right. He'll be all right, man.
He
What
be
we
all right,
talking
man.
about? What we talking about? Moving
My
right
man
We
along.
just
Spence.
better hope that
Ask
he.
some brothers. Hey, BVO. Ask some brothers about that speculation about Earl and them. Ask X about that. X still up here?
Yeah, I'm up
Where
here.
Dub go? Where
Um,
Dub go? Ask X about that.
I got Frank Martin beating Tank, but I'm gonna ask you this real
Mm,
quick. I'm gonna ask you this real quick.
he tripping.
Athletic mind. So we heard about Derek James has got a lawsuit going against Errol Spence. I don't know if it's confirmed. I just seen it in the Dallas Morning Star that he's got a civil lawsuit against Errol Spence. Do you think Derek James is just being a greedy savage, or you think Errol should give him some of that money that he made?
I don't know what the situation is. If it's allegedly, I'm gonna just put that on it. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
X, you heard about it though, or
Yeah, I heard
no?
about it. Yeah, I heard about it for
Okay,
sure. Yeah,
okay.
it's definitely at
And
this
we're all
point.
taking that stance. We don't know. We just saying, ask it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, but yeah, allegedly, whatever the case may be. If that is the case, I don't know if he being greedy. I don't know if that's because I heard something about it being that they had a handshake agreement, and which a lot of coaches coach. That's the dynamic between a coach and fighter in a lot of cases. I've seen it. A lot of cases where that's the deal with it's a handshake agreement, and maybe Errol didn't honor it, and now Derek James salty, and I'm hearing he kicked Errol out the gym, don't come back to the gym, whatever the case may be, and that's the situation. Allegedly. If that's the case, I understand if Derek James did that. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't honor a handshake agreement. Allegedly. You know what I mean? That's
I
my
heard
take.
on a small channel that I forget the name of it, but I just read. I didn't even click the video. I just read the headline. Derek James kicked Earl out of the gym. I was like, hell no. I just kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't really hear nobody report on that. But I did see it though, like more than once. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, more than one time. But I did see that, and I heard they took his posters down and all kind of shit. I was like, damn. You know what I mean? I was like, I hope that shit cap, man. I hope they just chatting, man. I really do, cause I don't want to see that. But if it does, it is what it is. Cause then Earl, and then did you see what Earl put on IG? He put that looking for a new home. Now me at the time, because I didn't see the video, I thought that Earl was trying to cop a new crib. He just got 25 mil. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, oh, he finna get a new little ranch joint. He understands the assignment with as far as the taxes go. You know what I'm saying? With the livestock he got. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that. But then when that news come, I'm thinking, damn, does he mean the new boxing gym? Because he got kicked out of a gym. You know what I'm saying, X? So
Yeah.
that's why I said, you know, and I don't know, man. I just hope it ain't true, dog. Like that's crazy, man. Like BVO said, why is it always, you know, that?
Yeah, I hope that's not the case because you know everybody's shitting on Derrick James now. He was Derrick James,
Yeah,
he the best
number
trainer
one
ever.
trainer in the
He
world.
the best trainer, and now all of a sudden he ain't shit. He ain't this. He ain't that. You see, motherfuckers switch up quick. You know what I'm saying? But you
Another
know,
thing though, X, where the reports were saying that Earl gave Derrick James a percentage of his purse, whatever is, and I googled it tonight, and it said trainers make 10 to 20%. Is that true, X? Because you box. Is that?
I'm not pro. I'm not pro, but
I know you're not pro, but you know though.
20%. I don't know. I
10,
don't know, but
10 to 20. So it could be 10, 11, 12, etc.
that seems realistic. But I
Okay,
don't
all
know
right,
the
right. So
situation.
so that's what I got from Google. Now let's just take those numbers. And Errol Spence purse was, let's do an easy number, like I said earlier, like $1 million or $2 million. Because do you believe that he got a guarantee for the Terrence Crawford fight?
Yeah, that's what they say. PBC give
Okay.
guarantee.
Okay, so he got a guarantee. So the trainer out of that guarantee gets a percentage. And that fulfills his contract from Errol Spence to his trainer. Now, when that back end money come in, now the 25 million come in, it seemed like Derrick James was like, hold on now. I've been cool for the last 2 fights, like Free said. The big homie D Free said he fought on pay-per-view multiple times, and he should have been known that. But when he seen all that kind of money come in, did he get salty? It's just not adding up. And like the homie T said, they both seem like stand-up guys. So what's happening? What's happening?
I don't know. It could be a big misunderstanding. I would hope because
Right,
they've been knowing each other for hella long. You hate to see something
man.
like that go on, but that's just how I go when money is involved, bro. Facts.
Man, it ruins everything, man. It
I'm saying,
ruins everything.
Earl, pay that
And you know
man.
what?
Pay that
And you
man,
know
Earl.
that's why I
Pay him.
like my life. That's why I like my life. Cause can't no money ruin my friendship with a nigga. Like if you my man, you my man's. Like can't no money, especially no girls, stop it can't stop. It can't stop our machine, our well-oiled machine. It can't stop it, bro. Cause money can't stop. I don't care if BVO is the boss of a corporation and he's making, let's do easy numbers again, $1 million a year, and he's paying me $190,000. I'm cool. It's levels. I'm cool. I'll get, like, I know what to do with my 190. You feel me? So niggas get jealous, and maybe because it's my sign, but I'm a loyal type of dude. So like, can't money is no way money can destroy a friendship, because if I'm the boss and I'm making $2 million and I want to give BVO 200,000 and he start getting salty, that's crazy. Because if it was the other way around and I'm doing what I love to do and I'm getting paid, I'm cool. I get my lane. I know my lane is levels, because you might be richer than one nigga, you might be poorer than the other nigga. You never know. It's levels. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas doing better than you and some niggas not. So it's some niggas that look at me and be like, I wish I had what he had. And I look at other niggas like, damn, I'm trying to be like BVO. He married and got the family. I'm trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's levels, dog. So can't money, that shit is crazy to me what they going through. Because to me, a real nigga that didn't have money, lost money, all of that, bro, can't that stop? That can't break a bond between me and one of my bros, bro. Not no money. Not something that can be made up.
Let me ask you guys this real quick before we get out of here. What do you guys think about sport gambling? A guy from the Raptors bet on himself, and the NBA is talking about kicking him out the league. Do you think you think gambling is going to corrupt sports as we know it?
Shit, I already did.
wait, you said who from the Raptors bet on themselves?
Let me pull up his name.
Gambling
His last
ruins
name is
sports,
Porter.
period, bro.
Jonte Porter. was betting on himself, and
For
18
who? For the
different
Raptors?
games for the
Yeah,
Raptors.
I think he got suspended or released from the team or something. So I saw something about it.
Damn.
Yeah,
I saw something about it.
they talking about expulling him from the league
Is he a bench player,
indefinitely.
BVO?
He's a two-way. He's in the G League and the NBA, so he's like a
Okay,
young
so
cat
he's
coming
not.
up.
So they need somebody to make an example out of a betting, and they're just scapegoat. But that
It
is
ain't no example. I mean, it's against the rules of
No,
the
he did all
NBA.
that stuff that they
yeah,
said. He did
but
all
they
that
never
stuff.
really banned a player really for real, for real.
Yes, they have.
Yes,
They
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 have.
banned.
Yes, they
Yeah,
have.
For
they banned a
gambling.
few niggas. They banned a
Who?
few niggas for that.
Yes, they have.
The dude from the Raiders, he got kicked out the NFL.
Basketball. Who?
What's the guy's name?
No, it's
Tyrese. He had won Rookie of the Year. What's his name? X. He won
it,
Rookie of the Year, man, with Sacramento.
it's not just
Tyrese.
basketball. It's not just basketball. It's all sports. It's all sports. It's not just basketball. It's all sports.
I was specifically talking about basketball. I'm not going to disagree with you on that, Free. But
no. But what I'm saying is,
Pull up. Hey,
I'm
Boxer Scholar, pull up,
I'm
nigga. I'll
specifically
pull up
talking
with you,
about
man.
basketball.
Pull up, Boxer Scholar.
Scholar be ducking, man. Scholar be ducking.
I'm talking
Pull up.
about basketball, not football, hockey, baseball. I'm talking about basketball.
You know what's alarming to me is I'm a guy who enjoys the art of wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I think it's very suspect that they got betting and predetermined entertainment.
Because they don't know who's
That's
going to win.
no, but the people in the back, they may have a better understanding who's gonna win, and they could bet. That's what I'm saying. So that's kind of I don't know.
That's just like our
What about
Congress where they can play the stock market. And they got special information, man.
Yeah,
Inside of training, to say the least. I
And what
mean,
about that guy that he bet a ton of money that nobody would storm the field in the Super Bowl, was it? And his ass jumped out there and ran out that motherfucking field. I said, man, why I ain't thinking no shit like that? Because you can bail right out for that.
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this for
That's
my man Tommy here.
crazy.
So we got a important Sunday coming up, man. I want to ask you a question. How come you don't see more fighters fighting on Resurrection Sunday? I think that should be a big fight week, a big fight day. Why don't people fight on Resurrection Sunday? What you guys think?
Why would you want to fight? It's supposed to be chilling and happy and not fighting.
Everybody's at home. That's what I'm saying.
But
where?
the competitors are not
On Easter
at home.
Sunday, I'm saying on Easter Sunday. I wonder why we don't get any big fights on Easter Sunday.
That's crazy.
We normally don't get fights on Sunday. Period.
Well, we know Floyd just started like a trend of fighting on Sunday. I'm just asking you. I think everybody would be home.
Floyd fought on Sunday in the exhibition, but think about it though, BVO. Nobody wants to like do that for real though, dog. Like you don't want to fight during when it's a time where you're supposed to be.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why you don't get fights on Easter Sunday or typical any Sunday is because most of the people go out on Friday and Saturday nights. Sunday they preparing themselves for the work week. They usually don't go out like that. So they want to catch it on the busiest night of the weekend, which is usually Saturday night.
Yeah.
Okay. What you think about that, Tommy Hill?
Say again.
I said, how come we not seeing no big fights on Resurrection Sunday, man? I think that's the missing date that somebody should take over. What you think?
Man, honestly, I think any day where you don't have to compete against anything on the weekend is always a good day. There's nothing going on that day. That should be a target day because you got people who will be there chilling and ready to watch something that's big time and headlining. So if you put together a card that's headlining on there, I don't say why not, man. Put it on there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got the opportunity, and I think it's much better than Thursday venues. So that's how I say about it.
What you think, Athletic Man? Would you want to see some guys fight on Sunday?
Well,
Um,
I want to see people fight every day because it's boxing. So I don't give a damn. But you specifically said like on Easter Sunday, like nah, man. I mean, I hate it even for LeBron and the boys. They got to go out there and play on Christmas and the Lions and whoever now got to play on Thanksgiving. I mean, it's good for us, but to them, I think that shit lame. You know what I mean?
man,
I think
screw
that shit
them. They
lame
getting
as
the money.
hell.
That's what you pay them for.
Man, I don't care about no. See, again, I don't care about no money though, dog. That's what
You
I'm
don't,
saying.
but they do.
But I know, but there's a lot of people in the world that don't really care about no money type of situation because they know they're gonna be all right. So I feel bad for them niggas. I wish LeBron could be with Bryce. You know how many Christmas he probably missed with Bryce and Bronny? I couldn't imagine missing that many Christmas with my daughters. Could imagine you missing Christmas every year because you're BVO boxing and your ass got to be out there on Christmas because that's what the fans demand. And you getting this $100 million and $68 million contract, man. That shit gonna be lame, nigga. Trust me.
You think dudes that can afford that kind of stuff don't have the people come to them?
Come to them. You can't. You want to wake up and see your kids' expressions from the shit that you bought. That's the whole thing about it. Like for the kids, not it means deeper what it is, but it's watered down and commercial now. So we got to move with the times. So I got to see my daughter's face when she opened up them toys and see them damn all that shit that I worked and spent money on. So I can imagine LeBron don't care how much
So it's for
money he has.
you. So it's for you,
I'm talking
not
about for
them.
them rich niggas that been doing it on Christmas every year, like LeBron James and Kobe, R.I.P. Kobe and them niggas. Every Christmas here they got to come out there. They can't be with their daughters and their sons. That shit whack and they biddies. You know, you get a little Christmas top. You know what I'm saying? All kind of shit you missing on every year for 18 years. The hell no. You know what I'm saying? No. Now I ain't saying he ain't never spent Christmas with his kids, no, but it's that nigga be on TV. I'm sure he do a little something in the morning, and then he got to take off and play basketball at noon. You know what I'm saying? And what's the
Yeah.
West Coast time? What time he got to be there? Shit. No, thank you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care about no money. That shit don't mean nothing to me. I'm talking about them rich boys not being with their families. I think that shit is bogus. That they should be with their families the same way we are.
And that's
Cutting the
just
turkey, but
that's
they say, "Oh, well, they making money, nigga." So am
and
I. I'm not making
that's
their money, but I don't give a fuck
see
about it.
that's the thing is like what he's saying is yeah, Kobe he might wake up and see his kids early in the morning, then he got to go to practice. But what about those teams that got to go to LA that's not from LA?
Ooh,
Those
good
guys
point, Free.
ain't from LA. They kids is at home. They on the road.
They ain't gonna see shit, Free. They gonna be on a 6 a.m. flight to LA because they got to
They're gonna be
be there
on. They're
by.
gonna be on face. They're gonna be on
Well, look at
FaceTime.
this. Well, look, check this
No,
out.
better
Check
yet,
this
Free.
out.
Better yet, Free. They gonna be there the night before, so they don't have
Look,
jet lag.
look, check this out. LeBron, look. If he worried about that, he need to retire. He done did it all. He just retired, bro. If he worried about that right now, you know what I'm saying? Just go and hang it up. He
Numb
could be
to
with
it.
his
He
family
probably
on,
numb to it.
if he's so worried about it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but
It's
now
probably a normal thing in his
his
family.
now his kids is old. It ain't the same no
It's
more.
cool. Yeah, he cool now. He made it out. But I'm talking about all the times
Yo,
that he didn't.
His kids is
You know,
older now. His kids, it's something about to go to the league.
He got a daughter though. He got a little daughter like Free. Like,
good.
my bad, fellas, man. You know, I was watching the Lady Trojans play. It was kind of tense, man. So I was a little despondent.
No,
I'm
hell
gonna
yeah, it's
pull it
March
from
Madness, baby. It's March Madness right now. And I
you
know
know.
y'all seen my Tar Heels whip Michigan State. Get them out of here. I'm a diehard Tar Heel fan. And we will run all the way through all these niggas, bro.
Hey, BVO, I got a question for you, BVO.
Yeah, they got tough things.
Who gonna
BVO,
stop Bangkok and RJ? Them niggas,
I'm
RJ was snapping, dog.
you still here, BVO?
I'm here.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What, how you feel about your boy escaping the United States to get away from them damn charges?
Who?
Diddy.
Puffy,
That man.
where's he at?
That man Diddy is over in the country right there by DR. He right by DR, but they don't have any
Extradition.
yeah. So they can't. I mean, they can come get him, but if he get in trouble, they won't send him back. They won't send him back.
So
if he
wait
get
a
in
minute.
trouble.
So it's been confirmed where he's at, because that's what I was like. Where is that nigga at? That's what I was
No,
thinking the whole time, bro.
they know where he at. Like the FBI can go over there and get him. It's just they gotta get the team together because you can't just go in another country and just pick somebody up.
No.
You gotta do it.
Have jurisdiction and all
You
kind
gotta
of
do
paperwork.
you gotta do a real quiet in the middle of the night and sneak over there and grab them and dip back over.
Yo, you gotta do it like they did it up in the movie Blacklist, bro. You gotta get that stuff like on the down low. You gotta be real smooth with it.
Yeah, you can't they
No
can't just
Diddy.
go over to somebody else's country and just grab somebody because they from the United States. Nah.
Hey,
Hell
look,
yeah, civilians will go after you.
hey,
They
look,
don't have
man.
no
Now,
jurisdiction over there. They don't got no jurisdiction. So
he's a sacrificial lamb, man, right now. Of the big billionaires.
That man ain't no sacrificial lamb. That man is guilty.
I don't know that.
Mute
No, I don't
him,
know
man.
that.
Mute
I
him,
don't know that. Pause. I don't know
that. Hey, everybody kept saying, "Oh, don't nobody know nothing about R. Kelly. That R. Kelly ain't guilty. That man was found guilty on all counts."
Yeah,
I
put
think
that man
it's
Diddy
time
where
for
he
Puffy to
belongs.
Hey,
go. I think it's time, Free.
that dude that came out said he got videotape of everything. He said,
Hey,
"I got
look.
videotape of everything."
Pause.
Hey, look, Puffy. It's his time right now. It's his time that they gonna pick on him right now. And I'm with D Free. I think they're gonna burn him. I think they're gonna burn him.
That man.
Yeah, whenever they let you get targeted like that, you know they coming after you.
Cook.
No,
Unless you like them Andrew Tate niggas, them niggas got a but them niggas. But see, that was in a different. That was in Albania.
I'm gonna tell y'all something about the FBI. The
He
FBI
basically
they don't raid your houses because they raid every single one in his house. The one in Miami, the one in New York, and the one in LA.
Yeah,
they don't raid your
simultaneously.
houses. Yeah, they don't raid your houses unless they got concrete evidence that you're guilty or you're a suspect.
Hey, look,
they
hey, now, Free, let me ask you.
Evidence.
What's the difference between the FBI and Homeland Security, to make it clear?
Homeland Security is pretty much what it says. It's Homeland Security.
Because that's not the FBI, though, is it?
No.
Okay, so those are the niggas that ran in the crib. Homeland Security is running this show.
No, Homeland Security can work. They can work side by side with the FBI, but they're not FBI. Okay, they can work side by side.
So they can. Basically, they can take a case, and if they think they got something, they can run down without the FBI, right?
No, they are.
No?
They are. No, they are federal. They are federal agents. I mean, they are federal police officers. They can work side by side, but whoever has the case, whoever's had, because the FBI
it sounds like, that's my point. That's what I was trying to get to. It sounds like that Homeland Security is running the show. That's what it sounds like.
The FBI is a higher jurisdiction than the Homeland Security.
That was my next question. What's a higher jurisdiction?
Homeland Security is only in the United States. FBI can go worldwide.
I got you. So it was Homeland Security, and then it got escalated to FBI.
Okay, so that's what happened? Oh, wow.
It had to be. It had to be because
Homeland Security is pretty much for terrorists. It's not.
Well, the way they treating this nigga, that's what it looks like. He's fucking terrorist.
Damn, what your boy Diddy into, man?
Man, Homeland Security
is mainly for. Y'all got to remember, Homeland Security started when 9/11 happened. It's for terrorist. It's for terrorist acts. That's what Homeland Security is for.
So this is their first act. So these niggas is running down on Puffy, man. Because I know they was out there. I believe they was out there first.
Hey, hold up though, Prods. What about your boy Meek, bro? What he got going on with Diddy, bro?
I don't know what's going on with Meek.
Oh man, bro.
I heard that too. I heard that too.
The majority of Philadelphia, every day. I built most of Philadelphia. These niggas have completely turned their back against Meek Mill.
Damn.
Meek Mill, but he just posted that he was riding through the city because Pound Side Pop said the nigga couldn't come back to the city for a while.
Oh,
so
wow.
Meek showed, and Pound Side Pop is part. They trying to stop because they got a lot of them savages off the street. So our murder rate has dropped tremendously, but it's still not enough. It's still like 400 and something murders or whatever. With the gangs, they've taken over the Chicago ways and brought it to Philadelphia, and Philadelphia never operated like the way these young boys do now. You know what I'm saying? So Meek, I feel bad for Meek because everybody was like, yo, niggas need to give Meek a chance. T.I.'s like, yo, I want to put him with me. You know what I mean? T.I. helped him with his first song, and then, he turned him over to Ross. You know what I'm saying? And then Meek Mill blew up, but people from the city feel like Meek Mill ain't put niggas on like Pound Side Pop, Quilly Mill. Did you see Quilly up there tripping on academics? Now Quilly is booming out here because everybody already liked Quilly anyway in the city. And everybody's like, damn, why Meek don't jump on a joint with him and make Quilly, he got the city on lock, but so the city has completely turned on Meek Mill, and I feel bad for him. I ain't turned my back on him. I fucks with him until I see some video footage of him or some evidence of him doing some weirdo
Now
shit.
drop
I'm
some
riding with
audio of
him.
that nigga though. It
Man, that
ain't sound,
audio is capped to me. You
that
can get
shit sounded
porn.
real
There's too
crazy,
much
bro.
porn in the world. There's too much porn in the world for me. That audio is a reach. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, man, that shit's a reach.
I will say, one of I don't know if y'all saw the interview with what's his name, Gene Raw. That nigga said that nigga Meek Mill used to come dressed just like Diddy. They would have matching outfits on.
Yep. With the midget. Yep. I know you seen
Yeah,
that part.
they definitely,
Look suspect?
he definitely had the matching outfits, but that
That it look
doesn't lead.
suspect, Price?
I mean, it depends what kind of scenery they was at. Yeah, it's
Or what
weird.
kind
I
of
mean,
scenery they was at? Oh,
if I
okay.
was a rich nigga and I was a billionaire and you was the
You would dress
millionaire,
like me? We would wear the same
no,
thing?
that's what I was about to say. Now I'm gonna
Oh,
like,
okay.
yo, I'm
This
gonna dress like
nigga.
how I dress now, with my hoodies and my designer t-shirts and my designer hoodies and my designer shit. Well, not even designer because I'll make some dollar store shit look fly. I'm just saying. I would dress like how I dress now. And if I be like, yo, X, I want you to, we about to take the jet. We finna go to Miami. We finna be lit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell you what to put the fuck on, nigga, and I don't want you trying to look like me. We
I
two
ain't
different,
gonna,
you know what I'm
stunt. My
saying? So
man
I'm
Plies is
against that.
ruthy, man.
Yeah, that's
So
something that you do with your girl when y'all like
yeah,
going to
I
a
don't want to
cocktail
do that
party or
shit with
something.
my girl for real,
You know what I'm
for real.
saying? You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
even
Like,
want to do that with
And
my
Tupac
bitty.
is dressed like Suge all the time.
I
you
do
know what I'm
that
saying?
shit like
So
my daughter.
that's kind of weird, bro. That he
Oh,
dressed like the man. Then
What?
y'all forgot that Tupac and Suge used to dress alike. Stop the games, man. They just homeboys, man.
bro, what? Stop it. That's cap. Anyways, this
But
man, this
at the
this.
same time, like a
Hold up,
rap
let me
group,
talk. Let me
like
get this out, bro. Let me get this out. This is what I'm saying.
Whoa.
they dressed alike.
They had. All right, it's not even just the fact that it's not just the fact, bro. It's not just the fact that this man was dressed like this man. It's the way that Meek Mill was hunched over, like not hunched over, but leaned over to this man with a midget at the bottom of them. That's some freaky business, bro. I don't play games where it's like, oh, that's not that like that's like, oh, that's not completely obvious. Like, oh nah, they could have just been taking a picture with a fan. No, nigga, it is what it is. It is exactly what you see. Them niggas on some freaky business with this little midget, and then them two niggas dressing together. And Meek Mill leaned over his shoulder, bro. Facts.
Again, I'm not gonna turn my back on Meek like the
They ain't
world
turning your
has.
back. Let's call how you see it. I'm just saying.
I see the fucked up shit, but again, I'm not gonna put any smut on Meek Mill name until I see valid hard evidence like a tape or some pictures or you know what I'm saying?
I
I
want
need
to
to
see.
I
He
need to
need that.
see
I don't
He
know
need
about
that
you,
aura.
bro. I don't know
He
about you,
need that
bro. I
aura.
don't want to see no tape, bro. I don't
I'm
want to
not
see no
saying
tape.
I'm
I'm
gonna tell
not
you
saying
right
it
now.
like that. I'm not
I'm
saying
gonna
it
tell
like that.
You
I'm
I'm
gonna,
supposed to
just
stop, yo. Keep talking. Huh?
if
none
it's a
of
Meek
that.
Mill,
If you
if it's a
tell me
Meek
this
Mill
footage,
Puffy, if it's a Meek Mill and Puffy tape going around, I'm not gonna click the link. I'm just gonna be like, damn, that's crazy. I'm not
Is
gonna
a
click.
no good, lousy son of a bitch. Hey. That's exactly what he is. Is
I
a
don't.
no good.
You can just tell me that it's out there. I don't need to see it.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Right, that's it. That's what I mean by that, free. Let's clear that up.
You can see
I'm
it.
glad, and
Yo,
I'm
yo,
glad
yo,
y'all had
yo,
my back
yo,
on that right
BBO,
there,
yo,
because
BBO,
I just be talking,
yo, BBO, that audio,
What, free?
listen, yo,
That's a
BBO,
fact.
that audio scarred me for life. I swear to God. When I heard that, I don't know if it's real or not, because Prize got a point on that, but that audio scarred me, bro. I felt uncomfortable, like, cause I was watching this review video, this dude that covered like Mad Illuminati and all that, and he was covering the video of some journalist talking about it, and then they played the audio in the video, bro, and it was
That
very,
that shit, that audio fucked
yeah,
me up too, X. But I was
that
like,
was
man,
crazy.
y'all niggas is reaching. No, I'm saying get the
I
fuck
hope
out
they
of here
are,
with this
bro.
audio
I
shit.
hope
Man,
they
they
are.
reaching with that shit. Get out of here with some. Everybody do
That's
anything
how
just to
that
click.
Diddy over
We need to
there
get.
looking at
But
that.
hold up, What about this though? What about this though? I'm about to get you that prize. What about this one? What you gonna see about this one? The man was in the pool with Diddy, and the man was like, "Yo, yeah, daddy," and all this other stuff. What you think
Yeah,
about that
Puffy
though?
just talked weird though. I don't know.
Man.
X, I'm not disagreeing with you, but all I'm saying, I'm playing devil's advocate because the city turned their back on me, and I'm not turning my back on me until further notice. That's all I'm saying.
Man, you never trust a nigga that smile when he mad, dog. That nigga be smiling all the time. That nigga Diddy be
Yo,
a grinning nigga, dog.
this nigga
Man,
BVO like
Puffy
to play games,
crazy,
bro.
man. Like Puffy need to sit his
Hey,
ass down.
hey,
I've been saying Puffy
I'm
need
gonna
to
tell
sit
you.
his ass down a long time ago. I said Puffy
Yo,
need to
yo.
go and sit his ass down, man.
I didn't see none of the tapes. I didn't see none of the tapes. I ain't hear none of the audio. But if everything is true about what that dude said with his allegations, that nigga Diddy worse than R. Kelly. That nigga worse
Yeah,
than
he
R.
cooked.
Kelly.
He cooked.
Nah, Kelly pissed on a little girl. That ain't nothing, worse than that, my
Hey,
nigga.
I mean, yeah, he pissed on a little girl. This nigga taking man's butthole.
Mm,
Man, you cold. You cold as
Both
hell.
of us
These
all
are
fucked
not
up,
the
man.
views. No.
What Tyson Fury say? Boxing, please.
Hey, you know I got
Hey,
snatch your chain for that for DC. That was crazy. I got snatch your chain for
Yeah, I ain't BBA. You ain't snatching a chain in a minute.
that. That was wild, bro.
You got to get back to. That's what I'm saying. You got to get back to that
no, that ain't,
bullshit.
they say that man Diddy been running through a lot of niggas in the industry.
Whoa, whoa.
Man, you
You
know
see,
what, man? I'm not gonna put no smut on Puff Daddy's name or Meek Mill name until
man.
further notice.
I ain't
Wait,
put no
wait, wait,
cuss.
wait. Hold up. I get Meek Mill, but it ain't no putting no small on Puffy. Then he already did that with the
All right,
Cassie
now
situation. He
Puffy's a
paid.
little
Hold up.
strange. All right,
Yeah,
Puffy
yeah,
is a little strange. He
yeah,
is.
yeah. No. He ain't.
I ain't put
Hold
no
up,
I
hold
smut
up,
knew
on
hold
that
up,
though,
hold
X.
up.
I'm not
He.
learning this now, X. I knew long time ago in 90. I was like, damn, Puffy kind of different, man. You know, I knew at a young age
Okay.
that he was
So what you
different.
mean you're not gonna put no smut on the name? It ain't smut. It's the
But I
truth.
never got out there and said, "Oh, he did this, he did that," without proof of it. You know what I'm saying? I never did that. That's what I mean by that.
I didn't say I'm putting smut on it. I said that man said. So I said if everything's true what that man said.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, wait, and that's another thing. That's what he said. He said he put the pedal to the metal on Meek Mill, bro.
Yeah, he said that. I didn't say
Man,
that. That man said that.
look, man.
I didn't see the tape. I didn't see the audio. I didn't hear the audio. I didn't see the tapes. But the man said he got footage of everything. He got
He admitted
recordings
it
of everything.
in
Yeah.
documents.
Until he dropped that footage,
That man said
I don't give a
he
fuck what that man said.
I'm
That man,
gonna tell you how I believe him. I'm gonna tell you why I believe him. Because this man came out there and said he went to bed and he woke up. He was butt ball naked with two other men in the bed with him, and P Diddy. You're not gonna sit here and put yourself in that predicament if you ain't telling the truth.
man, I don't know
Well,
what these
I'm gonna
niggas
say
be
this. I'm
lying
gonna
and all
say
kind
this. Let
of
me
shit.
say this real
I ain't
quick.
doing that.
So just to give you guys an idea of how evil the world is Jesus was in the he was in the wilderness for 40 days. We all know that. And the devil told him to turn those rocks into bread. And the whole point of that is this: the devil can only give you an illusion of something. He can never give you what you want. And unfortunately, it seems like our dear brother Puff has took some deals that he has to pay for. At the end of the day, the devil has a price. So we got to remember that when he told Jesus, hey, if you jump off these rocks, I'll give you all this. At the end of the day, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness of thereof. So at the end of the day, what Diddy did was he took a shortcut. And if you notice, everybody around him was destroyed, and now he's trying to pay the devil. It's not really fun, but he
A
That's
got to pay
clear
the
crazy.
devil.
Hey, BBO, that was the deepest shit that you ever said, dog,
a clear giveaway
on
that,
air.
that something is true. This man he fled the country. That nigga ain't flee the state. That man fled the country.
That's what they said. Who said that though? I was wondering where the nigga was at.
No, they said his private jet landed in another country. That's his private jet. Ain't nobody taking Diddy private jet without him on it. That's his
Yeah.
private jet.
Nigga went to Tunisia.
Damn.
I mean,
He
let
said
me
that.
ask you this, Tommy, because I want to bring more of a serious tone to this because this is a serious thing. So let me ask you this, man. What do you do now? You're a man of faith, and then I'm gonna ask my man X after this. So what do you do when you got a man who's willing to give up his soul for these earthly riches, man? What do you think about this?
That's so crazy, man.
I think that,
Yeah.
like you said, there's a
Go ahead.
price for everything. But the one thing you should never ever give a price on or put a price on is your soul, man, because you don't know where that lies, where that door that you go through takes you to, what tunnel it takes you to. You know, you may get instant fame and riches, but in the end, you get utter destruction. And you know, I don't ever want to go, especially with me being in a creator. I don't want to ever have to face my maker and have that on my charge
Right,
because
yes.
there ain't no coming back from that.
Right. And I got a lot of fucked up shit that I did, but I ain't never did no shit like that. And I just not I don't I believe in asking for forgiveness and just being true. If you really don't, if I shot this nigga and I asked for forgiveness, then that's what goes back to what I said, your personal relationship with God. So but how do you even get to do that shit? How
Keep
you even
it
get a
keep it
chance to
simple.
say
Look, look,
anything?
look, look,
Like,
look,
Keep
look,
it
look.
I
simple.
would
Let
never
me say
have the
this real quick.
time to even do no shit like that.
Well,
To
let
sit
me say
down and
this
say,
real
"Hey,
quick.
devil, if you give me $10 million in the
Yo,
next six
BVO,
months,
can I say this
I'll
really
be
quickly?
your
Go ahead.
like fuck out of here, bro. That
You
shit
know what's
weird.
crazy? You
And the
know
queen
what's
to Antigua.
That
My
shit
bad, my bad.
weird, man. That shit weird, G.
you know what's like the irony
Salute
of
to
this
the
whole
queen.
shit. The irony of this whole shit is that we talking about this. I just opened my phone on X and I seen this man Meek Mill bunny hopping for the white man. At whoever I swear. I don't know who they was, but
X is wild.
I swear, I
Yeah,
promise you,
he
I just
was.
opened my phone on X and the man
No,
bunny
I
hopping.
saw that. I saw that because he lost a tennis bet allegedly, and he had to block the
Oh,
white man.
hell.
But you know the white boys is nasty though. They like to see. They want to see. And you know what the cop and this is a hard pause. But this girl told me this like a day before, and this is a super hard no diddy. This is a super hard one. She was like the only reason the white boys had him in them little shorts and he was playing tennis when they knew he was gonna beat him in tennis. So when they beat him, all they wanted to do was see his dick jump in them little shorts. I was like,
Oh, wow.
what?
Now it
And
makes sense.
but
Now,
it make
now it makes sense. It makes
it
sense.
make you
Now I
had
know
a
where he
woman's
get. I know where he get his ad lib from. Take that. Take that. Take that. I know where he get it from now.
I was like, yo, what the fuck
Yeah,
did
I
she tell me
always
that?
thought that
She
was.
told me that you was a dude and I'm a girl and you a straight dude and you don't be up on no shit like that. They made him bunny hop for a reason. Why did they make him bunny hop? And then I was like, told my friend, shout out to her. I was rocking with her the other day. I don't even want to talk about that shit no more. I'm gonna let that one go. But that's what, as a woman perspective, we had a whole long conversation about this shit. And I was with two other girls she was with. Dumb girls was all saying the same shit. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. So they made the nigga bunny hop. Like now I'm thinking like and then Diddy with his take that shit like Free said.
Hold on.
This shit is getting bad, man. I'm
Let
finna
me say
sign
let me
off,
say
man.
this, man. This is something that we've seen because one thing y'all gotta remember, we seen it on the other side when John Cena came out butt naked at the
Oh
Oscars, I
shit.
believe.
Yep.
And
Oh shit.
you gotta
Oh
Yep.
hey
understand, you gotta
hey. They
understand, man. Let me say
now
this
they
real quick,
saying.
free. Let me say
Go
this real
ahead. Go
quick,
ahead.
real quick.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think we gotta remember this, man. We're not wrestling against flesh and blood, man. This is
Mm.
not this is a bigger fight than what you think. I mean, we have a lot of fun and joke up here. But you know what, man? God is real, man. And there's an evil force that's out there. And think about John. Why would John Cena come out butt naked to introduce a war? You
A
can see it in
multi
his face. You can see it in his face how uncomfortable he was.
a
Yeah,
At the end of the
that's
multi-millionaire
day,
too.
that's
man,
Hey
if
now
you
they
don't
now.
have if you don't have any morals, if you don't have anything to stand on, man, you'll do anything. And let's not
for the
play games that we
almighty
don't know.
dollar, man.
Let's not forget
Yeah.
we know some brothers who will do anything for a couple of dollars. And
See,
I just want to make sure. Go ahead.
that,
Go ahead.
that's the
I just
difference between. Oh, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Free.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go
That's
ahead,
the
T.
difference from the model saying I'll do whatever it takes and doing what it takes. Because
Right.
whatever means you have no
Bars.
standard at all. When you do
Bars.
what it takes, hey, yo, I'm going to do what I need to do that's within the scope of my morality to make sure it happens. But I'm not going to go beyond that. And a
Right.
lot of people, that's why they say it's the love of money, not the money itself, but the love of it. Because the love of it will have you doing whatever it takes to keep
Right.
it coming.
And that goes back to my point, T. I don't love it enough to do whatever it takes to get it because it comes and goes to me. I don't know about other grown ass men, but to me, it comes and goes. So when some people sell their soul per se, like you said, do whatever it whatever. They'll do
Whatever it
whatever. You ask a
takes.
motherfucker, would you do this for $100,000? Man, I do that shit for $20,000. You be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Well, not me, because I can just go on my account and get $20,000. But them niggas do anything for that shit. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
that
So it's crazy, dog. And I agree with you 100%, bro. Them was
That's
Yo,
why.
yo, yo,
That's
yo,
bars,
why.
yo, free. Yo, free.
Yo,
bars. What
Yo,
you said?
yo, free.
yo.
I'm on X again. I'm on X again. I'm scrolling. And they said, no, for real, for real. TMZ
Damn.
said that the man Diddy 2 hours ago was like how can you say it? Like he was pacing back and forth at Miami airport. So I don't know. You think he really went out of the country?
Well, let me
Yeah.
let
Well,
me
one of the
well, well,
brothers,
let me
one
say
of the
this real
brothers
quick.
in the chat. If you go look in the chat, I don't know how to pronounce that place, but one of the brothers typed it multiple times
Antigua.
of where he's. Yeah, okay, I didn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's allegedly there. So I'm
Well,
pretty sure he got.
let me say this, man. Let me say this because one thing we got to remember, and see, I'm trying. I know we having fun, but I'm trying to get everybody to hear. I want our viewers to hear that this is not a new occurrence. This is not something that
no,
we haven't seen before. This is what happens, man, when you do not have your faith in God. When you don't have, whether you believe in Allah, whether you believe in Christ, whether you believe in Buddha, whoever the case may be, you got to understand if you don't have a central focus, if you don't have a central thing to keep you motivated, there's nothing you won't do.
He cooked.
There's nothing you won't say. There's not. I mean, and a prime example of is this. Think about all the guys we seen come and go who had big mouths, who didn't stand up, who we thought was going to do this, who thought was going to do that. At the end of the day, if you don't have a center or have something to fall back on, look at Adrian Barner, prime example. Adrian Barner is a 4 division champion, right? But what do we know him for? His antics. I hardly hear anybody bring up the fact that he's a true 4 division champion and the youngest to actually beat Oscar De La Hoya's record. So at the end of the day, what we saying with Diddy, we shouldn't laugh. We should learn. When you see a man fall like this, it's good to have the keys and laughing because it's funny, it's hilarious. But we gotta learn from this. This brother is still our brother, man. He is about to do some serious time in jail or do
We don't know
something
that though,
very.
BBL. We don't
Listen, let
know.
me finish. Let me finish. He might. Something's happening because the Homeland Security, FBI don't use the taxpayers' money just to come tell you hello. They don't say. They don't come
Multiple
by to tell you
cribs
hello.
at that. Multiple
So
cribs.
the thing I want to convey to our audience is that this is not funny. This is not a joke. What we seeing with Puffman is what happens when you do not have your morals lined up. You don't have to do none of this to make it. You don't. You
Mm-hmm.
don't. You can be like Master P. You can
Mm-hmm.
be like
Out the way with a bag.
you can be like say what you want about Baby. The worst thing you heard of him kissing his so-called son in the mouth. That's really not that bad if you think about it. It's really not
It's
because
very popular in the Spanish culture.
D3 can tell you. A lot of people I know can tell you that when you have stepchildren and you actually raise them, the whole step goes out the window. That's your child. So can I honestly say if he seen his son who Little Wayne become from Little Wayne to being one of the biggest guys in music, he gave him a kiss on the lips.
Nah,
He
nigga, that
big
shit
deal.
is
No,
weird, my
see,
nigga.
The
no,
Italians,
I'm
the
trying to,
Nah,
Italians,
nigga,
the
that shit
let
is
Italians
me tell
do
you
weird,
it.
my
this. Let me
nigga.
tell you this, X. This is what I'm
That
saying.
them niggas is black. They
Think
not what
about
y'all
it.
saying. They ain't
Think
not
about it
Italian.
as a
They ain't not
father. Think
Spanish. None
about
of
it
that,
as a
bro.
father. Can I ask you a question? If your
Like,
dad,
stop it, bro.
let
Switch
me
it
ask you
now.
this.
You black folk don't do that type of shit, bro.
Well, let me ask you this. If your dad right now seen you, man, and kissed you on the cheek, what would you say?
Bro, you changed the subject. That's
No, no,
not
I'm
kissing on
asking.
the
No, I'm
mouth,
asking.
bro.
I'm asking you a question. What would you say if he kissed you on the cheek?
I feel comfortable. He ain't never do no weird shit like that, my nigga. That's weird. Cause that's out of
Yeah.
character for him.
But listen, what I'm saying is, what's out of character for one may be the norm for another. So all I'm saying is this: that as we watch Diddy fall, man, just as we all are still pretty young in our journeys, man, let's learn from this. Because guess what, man? You can get away for a while. It might even feel good. But at the end of the day, man, you got to pay the maker, man. There's a movie I watched with my daughter, man, Frog Princess, where the guy was like
Princess and
a
the Frog, my nigga.
Princess and the Frog, my bad, Princess and
That
the
movie was
Frog in it.
fire.
And the dude was like a shadow man or whatever, paid to
Damn.
deal with the devil. And guess what? He had to pay up. He had to pay
Damn.
up, man. Not the street.
They
But go ahead,
they
Doc.
got it. They got Justin in custody. They arrested his son.
Yeah, that was
Damn.
earlier. That was earlier today. Yeah, they had him in handcuffs. 'cause
That
he was in
that
there.
nigga ain't that little nigga ain't his son, bro. That's what's
No,
his
Albie
name,
it's
son,
Shore.
not.
bro.
It's not. It's Albie Shore's
It's
son,
Albie
but
Shore's
he
son.
he adopted him.
Oh no, I'm
That's
talking
his
about
son, man.
I'm talking about Justin Combs. That ain't his son, bro. That's what's his name, son, bro.
No.
That's
Albie
I'm
Wolf's
talking
Shore.
about.
son.
They got
No,
Albie
I'm talking.
Shore's son in the handcuffs earlier.
Yeah, I know the other one, Albie Short son, yeah, but I'm talking about the other one, Justin Combs.
Yeah, we don't know if he's Wolf's son. We don't know.
Bro,
Okay,
that's
okay.
Wolf's son, bro. That's Wolf's
Not,
son, bro. Them niggas
Well,
look just BVO.
no, they
BVO.
know it's his son. They know it's his son, but Albie Shore was on
No,
drugs
he's
real
talking
bad.
about Wolf's son. He's saying that one guy's
He's talking
Wolf's
about
son,
Wolf.
Justin. He's
It's
saying
the
Justin.
other bodyguard
Yeah.
or close friend. I don't know if he was a bodyguard or close
He's a
friend.
bodyguard. He's a
He was
bodyguard.
both. He was both. He was his friend and he was his bodyguard.
And when
Yeah.
they fell out, he ended up passing away. So
Yeah.
let's just tell you about who Wolf was.
I say this, man.
Go ahead.
When you get to the point where whatever they do to garner the fame and the fortune that they get, when they get into that upper stratosphere, whatever they do to get there, they have some form of protection. And then when that protection starts to erode, when they start allowing people within their peer group or within the genre to go out there and make claims against them, that's their warning to straighten up and fly right. Otherwise, we gonna pull the cover off of you, the wool off of you. And I think, with Puffy, he been avoiding those warnings. And then the final straw, be the truth teller, the truth bearer. And when people talk bad about your boy, what's his name, the pimp, and Mike, no, what's his name, the
Cat
little dude,
Williams.
Cat Williams. But Cat Williams, all my life, I'd have known that brother to be solid and to tell the truth. When he said there was people in the room and they asked him if he would do this, and it was two of us, they wanted to know which one. I kind of tend to believe what he say, bro.
Yeah.
I kind of believe he said, hell no, you'll never catch me do some stuff like that. I got too much faith in what I believe in.
Another. What they said on that one.
Hey, hey, BVO, pull that picture up, bro, please, bro, so the gentleman up here can see it, bro.
Yeah,
Please,
I
bro,
got you.
pull that picture up, bro.
But you
What
know
picture?
what? He did talk about
Puffy?
not having that, virgin hold be compromised.
Look at that shit, man. That's that nigga's son, man. Tell me that nigga, bro.
No,
Tell me that's not his son, bro.
that's Wolf's son. That's Wolf's son.
That
You
ain't
think so,
no
Free?
Diddy son. That man don't look nothing like Diddy, bro. This man was creeping with Diddy old lady and had this man right here, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, knowing Diddy, I don't think he was creeping at all. I think Diddy probably allowed it.
Yeah.
So
Diddy could have been behind a nigga pushing him while he was pumping, dog. You never know.
you sick, Tommy. He said,
I'm just
Yeah,
I ain't
bro.
gonna
That's
tell
facts, bro.
Puffy, man. I love that girl, man. Puffy's like, you can take that. You know what I mean?
This
You can have it.
nigga.
Man. This
yeah,
shit is crazy.
well, you know what, man? I'm not gonna lie, man. Puff brought up one of my favorite artists of all time, Mace. And you know what's funny? Isn't it funny how Mace doesn't look as crazy now, does he? Ain't
Nah,
it funny?
Well,
Mace
we knew
don't
that.
look
I knew
crazy
that a
now.
long time ago when the Locks couldn't get out of their thing and they had that phone conversation on Hot 97.
Well, you talking about
was
dropping
like,
a refrigerator on Diddy's head?
Puffy was like, yo, just call the office. And the Styles P was like, man, just let us out our contract, dog. Like, and he was like, yeah, come to the office. We can talk business. And then Flex was like, yo, Puffy, why you don't want to? He's like, this ain't nothing to do on air. You know what I'm saying? Come to the office. He kept trying to tell them niggas to come to the office, and kissing them was hot, boy. On that interview there, them niggas was hot.
Kiss was a young man, and Kiss talked about dropping a refrigerator on Diddy's head and all
Man,
types of stuff. At the
fucking
end of
with
the
some
day,
real niggas that would have,
I'm gonna tell you
like
something
Styles P
funny.
would have did something to that nigga, man.
I think we got to remember Now, people don't know this about Biggie. Biggie was about to wrap up the deal with Puff. Biggie was on his way out the door.
As well as Tupac, both of them was.
Yeah,
But listen, let me say
I
this.
already know he was about to be out the deal. That's why he started that whole
But it's a little
record
niggas that
That
label.
might,
Brooklyn Mint, that
but it's
Brooklyn
some
Mint.
little niggas that might play this
Hold
back
on,
that
hold on,
don't
man.
know
You
that
just
shit.
interrupted a good point, Prize. Go back with that D3. Go ahead.
He started a new record label with Undies.
Yeah, on Diaz, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and that's what he had left it to Faith Evans, but Faith Evans ended up messing up the whole record label, so it never really got popping like that. She messed up the record label.
I think the crazy thing about Puff, man, is he's a human, and like I said, he's still our brother, man. And at the
Nigga
end
ain't
of
my
the day,
brother, nigga.
well, I'll put it like this. I'm gonna tell you something funny because I see you got that little jerk side to you. At the end of the day, Malcolm X, one of the people that I love dearly, was involved in homosexual acts.
Man, what the facts on
Listen,
that, bro?
in his book, I know you probably never read his autobiography. He talks about he
Uh-huh.
used to put men to bed, and when he say put men to bed, he used to I don't know what I don't want to get into it, but he was like powdering men and putting them to bed. That was his job.
Yeah, I
So
gotta
let's
fact
not.
check that because I
Well,
know you.
fact,
I know how you like to twist history and shit.
oh no, no, not on
You know what
something
I'm
like
saying?
this. No, not on something like this. You can look it up in his autobiography. You can look up the line notes. It's already it's established fact
No,
that
I'm gonna look
Malcolm.
it up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
But
saying you
listen,
lying.
what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this: people do stuff when they're young. People make mistakes, but you know what? At the end of the day, when you know better, you got to do better. And unfortunately, Puff has been warned. He has been warned. He has been warned. At the end of the day, you're gonna have all these little fake Instagram pastors and prophetess and all that trying to say, "Oh, I knew this was gonna happen." They can all shut the fuck up. At the end of the day, it's time for Puff to pay his due for what he did. And at the end of the
He
day, I
cooked.
don't judge him, man. I don't judge him, man. But everything around him burned up. G
He
Dep's in
might be
prison.
cooked, man. He might be
Shine went to
cooked.
jail for 20 years. Loon went to jail.
You see, BVO.
Suge Knight
I
died. Go
immediately
ahead.
looked up what you said, bro.
Yeah,
Immediately, look. I know you read the book. Hey, look. You know what I'm saying? But his daughter disputes the claims. Of course, you know she probably being biased. That's a possibility.
for
I
sure.
also looked up an article that said that statement that you just said is not proven.
Go ahead.
So I'm just saying that is a hell of an
Well,
accusation.
when he was rolling around with James Baldwin when he wrote his autobiography, I'll send it
Mm-hmm.
to you when I get a chance.
Ah,
I
yeah,
have
do
no
that.
reason. I have no reason to tell you something bad. I'm just saying that people do things, but through God, you can be forgiven and be on something different, man. I'm gonna tell you something funny, and I hate to bring it this way, but people talk about Abraham, right? If you look at Abraham when they speak about him in Hebrews, man, they don't bring up none of what he did. If you follow God, man, and do what you're supposed to do, everything can be forgiven, man. God will forgive it like it never ever happened. So what I'm saying is this, man. All Puff got to do is ask for forgiveness, man, and hopefully be a better man. I don't want to see him rot in jail. I know everybody else do. I don't want to see him rot in jail. I don't want to see Meek Mill bunny hopping for people. I want to see these brothers be stand up, brother, take care of their families, man. That's what the most important thing is, man. We as blacks can't keep laughing at blacks going to jail and getting in trouble, man. It's not funny.
But when they
You know
do,
what I
when
mean?
they do nut ass goofy shit,
Man, that
then
nigga a
niggas
grown
don't
ass
got no
man, bro. I
grip.
don't want to hear that sob ass shit. BB, I'm sorry, bro. He a grown man. He made his decision, bro. He got to pay the consequences, bro. Whatever that may be. Unfortunately, bro, this is how it is. This is how I go. Like,
And the
look,
internet
I
don't
want
got
to
no
ask you this
break.
though. I want to ask you this. If you have,
So
and I'm not trying to get personal, but if you have victimized anybody in your family, would you be saying the same thing?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go even
If
deep.
you had
I'm
a
gonna go
personal
even deep.
connection to the
I'm gonna
situation?
go even deeper. I'm gonna go even deeper. I grew up. My little cousin one time. I took her with. I took her to my godfather's house, and my godfather had a son, and I didn't know at the time they were younger. Unfortunately, some things happened. I didn't find out till later on in life, and to this day, I gotta live with the fact that my little cousin got violated that night on my watch. And you know what? The thing I'll say is this, man. I'll ask God for forgiveness every day, and thank God she's doing well now in life. But you gotta understand, man, things happen, man. All you can do, man, is ask God for forgiveness if something happens. That's it, bro. I'm trying to tell you what I know. I don't know anything other than that. But to say, you know what, God, forgive me, man. I messed up.
You still ain't answer the question, bro.
I just
I
asked
get
you the
what you're
question
saying.
right there with a personal story. You can't get no
No,
better
no,
than
no,
that.
no, 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 no. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to throw your story to the side of any of that. No, but that's a different circumstance because those are your family members. I said, what if you would had a person, you connected to this situation personally? Would you still have the same stance on Diddy?
This is what I'm saying, man.
You still not
This is
answering the question.
this is what I'm saying. If I want the stance of forgiveness, yes, I will have that same stance, man. I think we do too much condemning people, man. I'm gonna tell you something funny.
That's crazy.
People can't. I hate to live in a time like this because you cannot make mistakes and be better. People make mistakes, bro. I guarantee you, if Robert Downey Jr. was doing the shit he did in the '90s now, he would never become what he became. Because everybody want to judge, everybody want to talk shit. People make mistakes, yo. People make mistakes, man. It is what it is, man. That's what I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, show some mercy for the fact that, hey, man, whatever's gonna happen to him is gonna happen. But he don't need you to add to that. You see what I'm saying? If that was your cousin that or your brother that was in that, you would just say, you know what? I hope they lock his ass up, but I hope he get better. That's all I'm saying. Lock his ass up, but I hope he get better. What you think about this Tommy Hill and D3? What y'all think?
Man,
Um,
puppy kick. He
I
got
was
me
just
kicked.
I was just sitting here reading these daggone Twitter posts. This nigga weird as hell.
That is definitely weird. That's a fact.
Oh
Uh,
man.
I mean,
That's a fact.
well, I mean, at the end of the day, like BVO like to say, at the end of the day, um, it's nothing. It's nothing under the sun that hasn't been seen before. I mean, you going to find. I mean, you can go all the way back to the early '70s and '80s. There was
Quincy
always
Jones.
some type. Yeah, it was always some type of high level celebrity that did some stuff that shocked everybody. So it's not nothing that I didn't hear before. It's not nothing that we ain't going to hear again. It's going to be something else that's going to come out. We thought when we heard the stuff with R. Kelly, we wasn't going to hear nothing else like that, and now we got this going on. So it ain't gonna be the last time you hear it. It's just shocking because a lot of these guys, we know we listen to their music and we was liking their music or whatever, but then when you start to go back and listen and think about some of the stuff they were saying, you like, oh damn, what was they really talking about? So
Yeah.
you just gotta you gotta take it with and take it and keep it moving. Just know your mind is on straight. You make sure you keep your kids' mind on straight, and you let your kids know, hey, it's stuff out here like this. All these niggas that you listen to, hey, it ain't always what it's cracked up to be. So don't. I mean, that's why I always tell my boys, don't have so much faith in these people that you see on TV, these people you hear on the radio, because they got real problems too, just like you do. It's just their problems on a different level because they got money, but they got real problems just like you do. So when you see them on videos and you hear them on the radio, that's the good time. They trying to forget about their problems while they doing that video. But once that video is over, they got to go back to those real problems.
Hey, it's just like when you see like the chicks now, where I'm sure you've seen it too, X, where I know Tommy's seen it, where chicks will post, videos of them when they was on vacation, knowing that she been home for 5 weeks. Like at the end of the day, man, people do everything, man, whether it's food, whether it's drugs. People try to escape from life because life is hard, man. It's rough getting up every day, going to work, man. It's tough, man. It's tough, man. It's rough doing. It's rough, man. Everyday life can be rough, man. And unfortunately, you see people doing whatever, man. Because I hear about so many couples, man, being swingers, and man, you know how many times I done heard a dude say, "Oh, me and my girl is about to f with this girl." Like,
Yeah,
yo, that's
I
some
ain't
weirdo
worried
talk.
about all that. I ain't
That's
worried about
weirdo
all that.
stuff, man. Like at the end of the day, man, that's crazy, man. Like, you know how many times you would hear about a dude being with a chick who want to mess with other chicks, and like that's supposed to be the new cool thing. If
Yeah.
my chick want to mess with chicks, you gotta get the fuck out of here. You
Right,
gotta get the fuck out.
right.
And I
And
think
if I'm not involved, if my black ass ain't involved, ain't none of that shit going down.
Hey, even if
Because I
you are
promise you,
involved, man,
it's
you
going to be
never know what
repercussions.
time. You never know what time they on, man.
That's why I say it's nothing new under the sun. I mean, all this stuff has been out there, and a lot of this stuff was put in our face. We just ain't paying attention to it because we was rocking with the music, and we didn't want to see it. I mean, some of the
Speaking
stuff
of
was
brother Tommy from the Bronx. Go ahead, my
I
bad.
wish I wish
some
a
of the
girl
stuff.
would slide on me with another girl, and if
I
I
mean,
ain't
because
involved, it's
even
gonna be
even
repercussions.
even
That's
if you go
cheating,
back
bitch.
and you look at the whole Tupac situation, the dude's been telling niggas for years that he killed Tupac. Nobody wanted to listen to him, and then it finally came out that he killed Tupac. But he's been telling people for years that he did it. Nobody wanted to listen to him.
That's
Go
a
back and look at all his interviews that he did for the past 5-6 years. He's been telling people, "Hey, I
They
killed
locked
Tupac."
his ass up, didn't they?
Yeah,
yeah,
they
they
locked
did.
him up, and he said Puffy was the one that paid for it. But they can't track it back to Puffy because Puffy paid a middleman, and the middleman never gave them the money. But
Yeah,
the
That might
word
be part of
is,
the reason why you on the run though.
yeah, the word is that Puffy paid $1 million
Hey,
for Tupac to be killed. He put a price on
Zip.
Tupac's head. It was $1 million. They gave
Yeah,
it to him. He gave it to a middleman. The middleman was supposed to give it to them. It just so happened that Tupac got
Eric
into a
Von
fight.
Zip. Yeah, but
He
Eric
got
Von
into a
Zip never
fight
gave
with
him
his.
that money.
Yeah, it was just Tupac got into a fight with the dude's nephew, and they happened to catch Tupac at a light, and they hit him up.
Damn, you had to use that choice of words.
I mean, it is what it is.
I wish that
Yeah.
shit never happened, man. That nigga Tupac would be, he'd probably be not
No,
crazy, but probably
no, Tupac was my best rapper of all times.
Facts.
There's a
Facts.
He
lot
not
of good
fucking with
rappers
Biggie,
out.
man. He not messing
He's a,
with Biggie, man.
That's cap,
no,
bro. Big,
I mean,
no,
I
that's
mean,
cap.
everybody got their own opinion. I relate to Tupac because a lot of this stuff that he was rapping about, I can relate to. It was
Facts.
stuff
Yeah,
that was going on in my neighborhood that I can relate to. I'm not
Facts.
saying Biggie wasn't a great rapper because Biggie was. He was a
a
great
great
rapper.
lyricist.
And
Yeah.
Biggie stole his whole persona for some dude in the Middle East, bro. Like I'm not
I
saying
mean,
Biggie couldn't rap. I'm not saying he couldn't rap, but his style not. I mean his style not even original, bro. He stole
I'm
some
not.
nobody.
people's whole style, bro.
That's what I say. I'm not.
Just
Like I
saying.
said, I'm not saying some people like Biggie over Tupac. That's their opinion. I'm not knocking it because Biggie was good. I rock with all of Biggie albums. I got every last one of his albums that he put out. Same way I got every last one of Tupac albums. Tupac might have been the only rapper when he came out with All Eyes on Me. That might have been the only album. Actually, I take it back. It's one of the only albums. The only other album that I listened to from song one
Front,
to the
front to
last
back.
song was the only other album I did that with was 50 Cent, Get
Hmm.
Rich or Die Trying.
That
That's
shit
the
rolled
only.
from front to back.
Those are the only two albums I can listen to every single song on that album and
Especially
not
that
skip it.
hey free, especially that record with Redman, Method Man, and Pac. Boy, that shit is crazy. And
Oh yeah.
who else was on it? Daz was on it. Or
You talking
Corrupt
about
or that. Doom 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 doom. How that shit go? I got
you
my
talking about
mind made up. Well, come on, get
yeah
into it. When Method Man was on that shit was riding,
yeah.
dog, back in the day.
Tupac song is my nigga saying, "You supposed to be happy."
I
And
know
you
I know
Is
what
he
you
in jail?
talking
Your
doing the
mic
Missy
BVO.
Elliott. Yeah, you over there doing the Missy Elliott, man.
about.
You remember
But
that song when he said that? I thought y'all be happy I'm free. Y'all want niggas be locked up?
Oh,
but
your boy
yeah,
Pac.
Yeah. What do you say?
that is.
Picture
Yeah.
me riding in my 500 Benz.
You
But
know,
yeah,
I will say this. I think that a lyricist, as a lyricist, I would favor Big over Pac, but as an overall artist, man, I don't even
Ain't
think it's
nobody beating
close.
Pocket that. Yeah.
Well, Pac was bigger than rap. He was an activist or a gangster
No,
nigga.
no,
Yeah,
not
he
when
kind
he
of
was
was. He
alive.
was
He just
for
was a
people.
pretty boy that could rap, bro. He
The
got a
good
lot of
brother
No, he was
and
more
bars
than
though,
he was.
Queen.
man.
Nah, he was more than that. He was an actor. He was an activist. He was a gangster nigga. He
I
was
mean, well,
a
you
motherfucking.
gotta understand.
Hey,
You
McQueen, what's going on?
gotta understand where Pac came from. Like Pac went
Chilling,
to
man.
school for acting. Him and
Yeah.
Jada Pinkett was in school for acting. Pac was a ridiculous poet. He was a ridiculous
Yeah.
poet when he was in school. So Pac always had different talent. He was just able to put it all together into his rap career. And then once he
Yeah.
decided to get into movies, he was okay in movies. I ain't gonna say he was the best actor. He was okay.
He's
Okay.
pretty. He was pretty fire to me, and
On
Okay.
Gridlock,
I
he did
never
real
heard
good.
that. That
he
is
was no,
crazy.
no.
He was still learning. He was
He was
still learning.
okay as an actor.
but he
Like
still was fire though.
yeah,
At
that's
the
what I'm saying.
time when
He
he
was
was young.
okay. When you going from being a
Ooh,
rapper
I
to
don't
being
know.
an actor, I've seen a lot of people that go from being a rapper to being an actor. 50 Cent went from being a rapper to being an actor. 50 Cent wasn't great when he started, but 50 Cent did so many damn movies that he got better at
Bruh.
acting.
And
50
Bruh.
Tupac is
Cent,
a way better actor
Bruh,
than
bruh,
50
bruh, bruh,
Cent.
bruh. I see your opinion on it. You know, you got different.
Juice,
I ain't tripping on it. I'm not
man,
saying he was the greatest actor of all time, but his potential was through the roof. That performance in Juice, bro.
it was crazy.
Bro, he was acting better than
Not
actors
even a
at
juice
that
above the
time in that
rim.
performance.
no,
Above the rim, he
listen.
was firing
Hold
above the
on,
rim.
one second,
Y'all gotta,
Saying just
y'all
good
gotta,
is crazy.
one
y'all
second,
gotta, y'all gotta
one second, real
understand.
quick, freak. Let me shout out. We got a celebrity in the house, man. Ant McQueen, what's up, dog? Is my man Ant still there?
Yes, sir.
How
Chilling,
you
chilling.
feeling, man?
Feeling
Y'all,
all
y'all,
right. Feeling
y'all
all
gotta
right.
y'all gotta understand why he was so good in Juice and Above the Rim. He was playing a street thug.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
But he
That's what
was
he did
pretty
in
good
his
in
rap career.
Poetic Justice. He was pretty good in Poetic
No,
Justice too,
poetic.
Free.
No, you telling me he was great in Poetic Justice?
I know
That
I
he
was
said
was
he was
not.
pretty good. I said he was
He was
pretty good
okay.
in
He
Poetic
was
Justice.
okay.
I said he's pretty good.
no,
But
that's what I'm
free,
saying.
but
Lucky was a
free.
very
He was
Lucky was a
okay as an
very
actor.
likable character. Me at my
I'm
age,
not
and that
knocking.
happened.
I'm not knocking his acting career. I said he was okay. He
I
wasn't
see
no.
I
He
see what
wasn't
you're
gonna win
saying.
no Oscar. He wasn't
I
gonna
see what
win
you're
no
saying.
Oscar, no Grammy, and nothing. I
No,
said he was
no,
okay.
no, no, no.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
I agree with the young homie X. I think that he had the potential. Or who
Yeah,
said that? T. One of y'all
That
said
was
through
me.
the
That was
roof.
me.
That was you,
yeah. He
X.
had the
Yeah, through the
potential to
roof. His
be good.
potential. So who's to say if he was alive, he couldn't have won one of those
If
awards?
wasn't
He was
fifth,
that
we
good.
all be dropped.
Yeah, no, he had the potential. It just his life was cut short, so
Then
we
they
never got
want.
a chance.
Then they want Pac to play. Then they want him to play Doughboy.
No, they wanted to play Baby Boy.
Baby boy
Baby Boy.
with Tyrese, yeah.
He was supposed to play.
Tupac.
He was supposed to play Jody and Baby Boy. That's why
Yeah,
you
that's
see when
right.
you.
Tupac.
Yeah,
Well,
he had the whole mirror
Tupac.
behind it for
That's
yeah.
why you see when you see the movie. Every time you see Jody's room, you see that big poster of Tupac.
Right.
He was supposed to
Okay.
play
True.
Jody.
Okay.
He
Well,
was supposed to play Jody.
somebody was supposed to play Doughboy and turned it down, and I thought Ice Cube picked it up.
No, that
But
was he
No,
wanted
No,
the whole
you talking
NWA, the
about
that
whole
was
Menace to Society.
no,
that
he
He
was
was
wanted the
supposed to be a
whole
menace to
NWA
society.
to play the
that
guy
was
to play
way
the
that was way
yeah,
50
right,
behind.
right,
Hold up,
exactly,
hold up,
BVO. That's
hold up.
what
Let
you're
my
right,
man Ant.
BVO.
Yeah, let
No, he was
Ant
Don't.
cook for
supposed
a second.
Tupac was supposed to be a menace to society. He was supposed to play Sharif,
Yeah.
Right.
but he didn't want to play that character. He wanted the character of Old Dog, and that's where that discrepancy with him and the Hughes brothers came in.
Yeah,
Because he
true.
didn't
That's
want to
what I
play
was trying. That's
The
what.
Muslim
Right,
dude.
right,
Didn't
right,
Tupac
right,
get his
right.
ass whooped?
What?
I think it was the other way around.
Hey, didn't they stomp Tupac out?
Who?
Oh
The Hughes brothers, or no?
I don't know nothing about
They
that.
no,
were
There,
supposed
Apparently,
to
it was the
go
but
into
other
some
way
stores.
around, but
Yeah, I heard it was the other way around.
Oh, okay.
well, Tupac was, it is what it is.
Hey, let me ask you this real
I
quick.
thought
Hold
he
on,
could have
one
been.
second, Prize. 1 second, Prize. Hey, let me ask you this real quick. Tony, you being in LA, right? Do you know people who got the CPAC walking around? Because I heard he was all through like LA County back there.
Oh, Pac was like that wherever he went. You seen how he walked around in New York, man, after making the diss track. You know what I'm saying? He was Pac, bro. I mean, the young brother wasn't fearful of anything. And, on top of that, he had this intelligence that allowed for him to think that, he could be okay in everywhere he went. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, there's always people that's plotting against you.
But yeah, you could clearly see him walking around in the streets. He would always interact with people. He was a people's person. And on
Yeah,
top of that, man, he was a man of the people. Like he spoke to the edification of his communities and communities like his. So yeah, he was amongst the people.
hey, because the reason I say
I
that
met
is
Pac a
because
few times.
when he was on that song "To Live and Die in L.A.," he was shouting out all the old school L.A. radio stations. I don't know if you noticed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I met Pac a few times because he used to come to the Worldwide Superfest whenever it was in D.C. I met him a few times.
And his concerts is crazy. I went to one of his concerts. That joint was crazy.
Like like I told y'all when I worked for the Worldwide Superfest, my aunt did the wardrobe for all of the acts that all of the performers that was going out, and so Pac used to always take pictures with my aunt. And one
Yo,
show that she
Freak.
was doing, she had him coming in. I mean, he was coming in, and she had us come in the dressing room with him.
Yo, Freak.
Yo,
Yo, why you hating on Tupac acting, man? Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
nah, I didn't.
Hey, let me
Like I
ask you
said,
guys a
Tupac was
quick
my
question. Hey, Ant,
favorite
while I
rapper.
got you, in the house, man, I'm trying to figure out when you gonna bring the Ant McQueen and Tommy Hill show to BVO Boxing. When y'all gonna do y'all's first show on the channel, man? We waiting on y'all.
Shit, I have no idea, man. We have to set it up. But let me say this one thing
Go ahead.
about Biggie Smalls, man. He's personally not in my top whatever. I don't even know if I have a top 5, 10, or what have you, because as far as rap is concerned, my taste is pretty eccentric. Like I like a lot of shit. But I think that to me, to bring it to boxing, Biggie is kind of like how Floyd Mayweather is, where he's like you don't really have much of a tell. A lot of the shit that he was doing, like on songs, was so instinctive and intuitive and just unconventional at times
Let's see.
that like it's extremely hard to duplicate. Like when you really look at the way he structured his shit, when you really look at it on paper, it completely like deviates from the way that people typically write their things, because as humans, our brains are like wired to be predictive. We like things in patterns. That's the reason why, most fucking songs are the same format: 16 bar verse, eight bar chorus, or what have you. And even the way people rhyme, like we got some people where they follow the formula to such a degree that you kind of know where everything is gonna fall. Like if you listen to the way Jadakiss raps on the song, you know when the punchline is gonna hit. Same thing with a guy like Cassidy. Like you know when the punchline is gonna hit. Lord Finesse, Big L, all them dudes. But when you listen to Big and you just look at the shit on paper and listen to it at the same time, like the way he was placing his shit was just
It was crazy back then. He was ahead of
super.
his time.
Even no, it's even crazy now because you got people now
Right,
that don't even write like that.
right. That's why I
It's
said
like
he
when
was
you
ahead
see
of his
Floyd with
time.
the way he would use that use the pole counter
Mm.
and
Never
just
seen
use
it
it
like that.
just like
Can't
off
nobody
beat
do that
and a
shit.
regular and not fighting a particular rhythm. Because you got people that fight in a particular rhythm. It's like with Big, that's not the case. Like with the way that he rapped. And I also want to say this thing too. Like oftentimes I heard people say, "Well, Biggie is the rapper and Tupac is the poet." But then you go listen to Ready to Die, and the man is saying shit like, "My mom's got cancer in the breast. Don't ask me why I'm motherfucking stressed. I'm ready to die." You know what I mean? It's like it's not just everything is not just Big Papa and One More Chance. It's like fucking everyday struggle, ready to
Bars.
die, me and my bitch, suicidal thoughts,
Evil ass nigga though. If you
The
listen to
10
you
Biggie,
know what I'm
crack
man,
saying?
commandments was
he
Things
crazy.
pretty evil,
unchanged.
man.
Yo, and then here's the other thing. Like, I'm glad you mentioned that. 10 crack commandments. On one hand, you could look at it and say that it's a glorification, right? But listen to the opening line and really digest what he's saying. I've been in this game for years. It made
It
me an
made me
animal.
an animal. Oh, yeah.
He didn't say, "Oh, I blew up and I became the man and everything is glorious." He
Nah,
said, "The
he
shit
started
made
off
me an animal."
like he was in the mud when he was rapping on that shit, dog. Like he was coming out the mud out there. Like that nigga, like I said, I agree with you. Like he more of a lyricist, but Tupac was more of a like he just know how to. He had all the tools in the bag, and he knew how to use them motherfuckers when it was time. If he needed a hammer, he was gonna use the hammer. If he needed a drill, he was gonna use the drill. If he needed
I look
a
at
leaf blower, whatever that nigga needed, that nigga Tupac
and
had it.
it's just another
But that
thing for me
top
too.
10 shit, come
I look
on,
at they superstardom different. Like I feel
There's
like
no comparison.
yeah. I feel like if Tupac come in the room, like hoes gonna be passing out and all this type of stuff. Excuse my French. When Biggie coming in, it's like, it's Biggie. They gonna be, but it's not the same aura as Tupac. Tupac, I don't want to compare him to Michael Jackson, but it's the closest, not the closest, but in terms of where him and Biggie at, Tupac is more closer to that Michael Jackson aura than Biggie is. If you get what I'm saying.
Well, when it comes to
I'll tell
rapping,
you
none
one
of
thing.
that
Let me
shit
say this real
matters.
quick.
None of that shit matters when it comes to rapping.
No.
First and
I'm not.
foremost.
No. I'm
Second,
not.
and here's the other thing.
That's not what. Hold up. That's not what I
If we want to
wasn't.
talk
I
about
wasn't trying to
aura, if we
talk
want to
about
talk about
rap.
aura, if we want to talk about aura, Biggie had that shit in spades because when you say fat, black, and ugly as ever, there should be no however after that.
No,
But the nigga has so much charisma that he made it a however.
What Ann is saying is
Yeah,
Tupac was
more than
more like
Tupac.
was more like Michael and Biggie was more like Prince. They both had an aura. It's just Tupac's was just a little bit bigger.
Facts.
Hey, but you know what's so crazy
Just a
about the
little bit
whole
bigger.
Michael Jackson thing? And I think people forget this. There is no discussion. Prince couldn't fuck with Michael Jackson ever.
Facts.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you got to
Wow,
remember,
I like to hear why.
Because you
Yeah,
got
I
to
agree
remember,
with you on that
bro,
one, BBL.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because Prince was doing it himself. You got to remember that, and people don't remember. It's been three big stars. There's been Frank Sinatra, Elvis, and Michael Jackson. What do all three? What do two out of three have in common? Quincy Jones. The fact that Prince never had a Quincy Jones is why there was no comparison. Because Prince had to do all that stuff himself, arrange the music himself, had to do all that stuff himself. Mike was a great singer, a great writer, but he had the greatest music arranger of all time. And Quincy Jones behind the board. People don't understand, like Quincy Jones, man, is so is so overlooked when it comes to music, man. Just to bring it back to sports. People don't remember how big Michael Jordan's fucking hands were. That's why he was so special. He was holding that ball like it was a damn orange. Can you imagine if you can do something that nobody else can do? I think Michael Jackson being a great singer, having Quincy Jones, it just made it unbelievable. And Prince was great, man. But somebody
Quincy
got to be
Jones
number
was
two,
crazy.
man.
Let me say this though,
Somebody got to be number
BBL.
two.
To go
Let me
back to
say
your
this.
Michael Jordan theory, BBL.
Did you ever hear the way that
Done with
you
the
ever hear the way
90s,
Michael
like that
Jackson
guy
talked
said.
about Prince
Jordan
though?
was big trash.
You ever hear the way Michael Jackson talked about Prince though? And why he ventured off and started doing his own solo thing? And why he wanted to start writing more of his own music because
Yeah, he
Rod
wanted to
Temperton
match
was
that.
writing a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
And Greg Philistines and all those other people. Because he said he didn't want to just be seen as a song and dance man. So even with all of that critical acclaim and commercial success that he had experienced, he still had a little bit of insecurity because the nigga Prince was playing fucking 26 instruments on his first album, and he was being heralded as his
but
genius.
he couldn't
And
fuck with.
what's the name? That's what Michael Jackson wanted to be. It wasn't just
Before we
him
got-
wanting to be like the biggest
Man,
selling artist of all time.
he can't fuck with Mike, bro. Period.
Yeah, that's
he
it.
might
That's
got
all.
the instruments. That's cool, and that's very.
He don't even got the
Have you
longevity. What
ever
about the
heard? Have
longevity?
you ever heard the song? Have you ever heard the song? Sometimes it snows in April.
I mean, I'm not.
I would have heard
If
it
you
if it
haven't
was
heard
that
it,
important.
I wouldn't even say
I've
that
heard of
Prince couldn't
Human
fuck with
Nature.
Michael.
I've heard of Human Nature.
That's ridiculous.
Facts. I heard of Human Nature. I hear that shit.
Like the bottom line is this: that Michael Jackson, Prince is fire though, because he did kind of like do everything on his own. It was his way, you know what I'm saying, and it was fire. When Doves Cried, when a bunch of I can't think of all the songs off the top of my head.
Let me ask you this: what album
but
let me ask you this: other than Purple Rain, right? What standout super duper album did he have? You could say Mike had three. You can only say
Prince
Prince
had a
had maybe
bunch of them.
one.
Prince had a bunch of them.
Name
When
name the one other Purple Rain that was as great as Purple
That's
Rain. What other
crazy.
one did he have as good as Purple Rain?
Controversy. Actually, his first album is my favorite album from him.
yep.
Well, he was
And then you got
well,
The
he
Gold
1999.
Experience. The Gold
Yeah, he fight
Experience.
like I don't want to make it
1999.
like Prince is
Sign
not
of the
fire,
Times.
but
Like
so
Cherry
can
Lawrence.
any of those
the
be
song Adore. The song Adore is like one of like the greatest fucking love songs ever written. The
could
nigga said, "If
so
God one day struck me blind, your beauty I'd still see."
yeah, but
that's some
people
player
like
talk, man. Well, let me
I
say
mean
this.
I
Let me
can
No,
say
say
no,
this.
no,
that
no, hell
Could I
no.
say something right quick?
I can say some slick shit like that to a girl, right? BBO, like, come on, I ain't trying to hear that, man. Mike, he
Yeah.
can't fuck with Mike. I'm a Prince fan.
Mike
I like
wasn't
Prince. Don't get me
writing most
wrong.
of that shit though. Mike is a
I don't
phenomenal
give a
talent,
fuck
but
who
he
was
wasn't
Mike.
writing
Was
the
Mike?
majority of it.
Mike was
Who's the
performing his
better
ass
singer?
off.
Who's the better singer?
Prince had more range.
Oh God.
Oh, get
You
out of
reaching?
here,
Yeah,
You
I
man.
He
think you
had
guys
Nah.
more
just don't give
range.
And he
don't
said
give
that nigga
Prince the
was a star,
respect
a
he deserves,
celebrity.
bro.
Hell no.
He had more
Prince is
range.
the
Man, this
Prince is
shit
the
is
great
like
Prince is the
Hell
greatest
no.
guitarist ever for his time.
He
like
played piano,
Nah, he wasn't the
guitar,
greatest
bass.
it's
guitarist.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
Hell
He
no.
fired. He was very super talented. I'm not saying that he wasn't, but I'm saying he can't
To
fuck
make you
with
freaky
Mike.
happy. Yeah,
He can be
Brother.
LeBron.
Did he have an
It's
off the
cool.
be
wall?
LeBron.
Did he have an
LeBron
off the
do
wall?
everything too.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I
If
ain't
let
saying
it go.
LeBron number one. I'm just saying everybody go. I don't even want to have that
if
argument. But Mike number one. I just say, but he ain't Mike. He LeBron because he
Yeah.
can play all the instruments. He can write. He can do all that shit like LeBron. But he ain't Mike. You know what I'm saying? That's all
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying.
Go ahead. X. Go ahead.
I just look at it like
You
for
know
me,
what made Michael Jordan Michael Jordan? Marketing made Michael Jordan Michael Jordan.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. He is me. I am him. Go
Cause
ahead.
like
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go
Hold
on,
on.
X.
All right, let X go. Go ahead. X. Go ahead.
yeah, but I was just gonna say, for me it's the longevity too. Like Mike, he a lot of generations grew up on him. I can't say the same for Prince, bro. I can't say. Well, I'm not gonna say he didn't. Maybe multiple, but not as much as Mike did. Mike probably raised like many different generations. Like I grew up on Mike, and I'm 21 years old. So you know what I'm
Prince
saying.
didn't
I
make music
can't
for
say the same
kids.
for Prince.
That's the problem. That's what he. That's the
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
problem.
saying?
Mike.
So
Mike make music for
it's
kids.
he had a different impact on music. At the time of Prince peak, he was a superstar. I know that. And I'm 21, you know what I'm saying? I grew up listening to watching the movie Purple Rain, listening to that one song because my mom, she's a Prince fan, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know anything further than that. But for Mike, I did. You know what I'm saying? That's the big difference for me with that. And
Cause he
it's a
catered.
and also it's this thing too. It's like this people try to like take from your talent because somebody writes your stuff. Yeah, somebody could write it for you, but it's how you present that though. They could write that shit for you, whatever. But how are you presenting it? I think presentation is a talent as well. Because people say, "Oh, Drake got people writing his shit," but it's how he present it, how he say it, his voice, his delivery on it. That's a talent as well. You know what I'm saying? So
I
somebody could
can't
write your
wait till
shit.
Drake get that bump Kendrick
You know
Lamar
what I'm
out of
saying,
here,
bro?
man.
You
Get
said what?
Kendrick Lamar out of here, Drake. I hope Drake
I
get
agree
Kendrick
with that
Lamar out of here.
1000%. Being
He
able to
not going. That's
perform is
not
a
gonna
talent
happen,
within
BBL.
itself. But when we start talking about who can fuck with who and who is doing XYZ, that's a different conversation unto itself. And that's when you have to start factoring those things in.
Right, that
Now,
Prince
if you
can't
want to
fuck with
just talk
Michael.
about
Factor
just
that shit in.
Now, now what I was saying
that's
what I
because
was
you
saying
barely know
that
his catalog. Again, if you've never heard the song,
I noticed.
sometimes it's no
See, I'm not
relation.
like this is my thing with music, and even to rap. And I'm a huge hip hop, rap, whatever you want to call it, fan. Right now. I be forgetting the name of songs, but
Yeah,
if
you
you
grew up
put that
listening to
joint on,
NSYNC. Yeah.
I know I can probably say all the words with you. You feel me?
You
So,
gotta
but
remember
I
though,
don't
you
know
gotta
the
remember
name of
that,
them joints.
and you gotta remember that, Prize grew up in the suburbs, so he was in the NSYNC, 98
Fuck out of
Degrees,
here! What the fuck are you talking about,
you
BBO?
know, Britney
What are you talking
Spears,
about?
Ain't nothing wrong
you
with that.
know,
What's my guy's name? Max Martin, that producer from the
I
90s.
never
He was
even
getting it
heard none
Ricky
of
in.
that. I never
Martin.
heard of none of that shit.
Max Martin
Ant,
was
can I
getting
ask you
it
a
in
question?
the 90s.
Ant, can I ask you a question? Why do you think why do you think that people like, matter of fact, why do you think that Prince like his music isn't as broadcast as Michael or as known as Michael Jackson, like how Michael Jackson's music is. Why do you think that is?
Record company issue. It's just that simple. Mike
It's
never had the
part
best
of it
shit.
is that because at one point in time he did have those issues with the label and everything like
In
that.
his
He changed his
prime.
name
In
to the
his
symbol.
prime. In his
And then
prime,
there's
he had
also
that.
and then here's the other thing with Prince too. Prince also did a lot of shit under different aliases too. Like the nigga was like Jamie Starr and
Peace sign
like
and shit.
even like that Morris Day in the Time. Like a lot of their biggest songs, he was
He
writing
wrote
that
the
shit.
whole album. He wrote the whole album.
Yeah.
It sounds like Prince too.
Shit,
I
Sheila
just told you he
Glamorous Life and
LeBron.
all
It's
that
cool.
stuff. He
Yeah,
wrote
I mean,
that. He wrote that too.
Prince.
He
I
just
mean,
ain't Mike.
they still putting songs out that Prince had written down because I believe it was Usher. I think it was Usher that just did a song that Prince had wrote. It's a lot of songs. Prince wrote songs that can last for years. Like he got songs that they haven't put out yet. He got a whole book. It said there's songs that he could put out for 20 years after he done passed off.
Yeah.
So he got a
Prince
lot of
wrote
songs that he
a
wrote.
lot of shit for the industry, probably. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Prince, it's just like Prince. Prince is definitely far as a
as
writer.
everything.
He's more talented as a writer. He's more
Yeah.
talented as a musician. But when it comes to stage presence, it was Michael.
Entertainment.
Vocals.
Michael had that stage. It's the same way like Alicia Keys and Beyonce. Alicia Keys is more talented as a writer, as an artist. I mean, as a musician. But when it comes to that stage presence, Alicia Keys ain't got nothing on Beyonce when it comes to that stage.
And B can back it up with the vocals. They can back it up with the vocals too. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So that's tough.
they both good in their own right. The difference between Prince and Michael is just like he said. Michael been out since the 50s. Michael started as a little boy. He's been out since the 50s. So every generation heard of Mike. A lot of people ain't heard of Prince until Purple Rain came out. That's when they heard about Prince.
Cook, D-Free, cook.
So it's a major difference because you got somebody that's just like saying, okay, hey, what's the guy name? Luther Vandross. He's a hell of a singer, but he ain't got shit on James Brown. James Brown been out since the 50s. Niggas know who James Brown is, but everybody like Luther Vandross' voice, but he ain't got shit on James Brown. So it's the same way when you got that longevity. People gonna they groom to
carry
listen to
from
you
generation to generation.
Yeah, because not only did your parents listen to it, but their parents listen to it, and their parents listen to it.
And then the kids, and then we listen to it, and everybody. Then my kids listen to it, and everybody know who the fuck James Brown is.
BVO, look.
I don't know. Fried shit real quick. By the way, he just flamed this shit up.
I don't know. Look, and maybe it was. I don't know no 6-year-old that was crying when Prince died. I'm not saying that people didn't care about it. Of course, people cared about it. Hold on. Listen. No. Listen. It's not funny. Listen. When I was 6 years old, Michael Jackson died. And I don't even remember this, but my mom was telling me that.
You were 6 in 2009?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Bruh. My mom, I don't even remember this, but my mom told me that I wasn't the same after that. For a long period of time until I got better, because I idolized this man as a 6-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I don't know no 6-year-old who idolized Prince, bro. It was a lot of other 6-year-olds.
That goes beyond music though.
It was a lot of other 6-year-olds.
Michael Jackson had.
Hold on, I'm not done.
That's cap though, because when I was young, I wanted my hair to be like.
I'm letting it play. I'm talking about at that moment, because his longevity stretched out. I'm talking about this man was like a 50-plus-year-old man, you know what I'm saying, still making music. And I was going back revisiting all his whole, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about at that point when he was older, you know what I'm saying? I was 6 years old and the man had died. I'm talking about at the point that Prince passed away, what 6-year-old was going back listening to all his stuff, and I don't know. Maybe they were. I don't know.
Let me say this real quick. Let me say this to answer your question. You got to remember that Michael Jackson was the biggest child star ever, the biggest teenage star ever, and the biggest adult star ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People don't
no, you got
understand.
you,
Let me
you
let
got to
me let me
remember
finish.
Michael. Go ahead.
Let me,
Hold on, Free.
I'm
Hold
just
on,
saying
Free. Go
The
ahead,
thing that you
BVO
gotta
bars.
remember, like people, we don't think about it, but that stuff he was doing in the '70s, Rockin' Robin, ABC, like all those kids. So people don't
Pop
understand.
locking and shit.
Michael Jackson it's for the people. People, what Ed is saying is true. I mean, Prince makes grown man music. He makes
Yeah.
grown man fucking music. There's no
No,
Period.
kid that's gonna be listening to that. That's the difference between him and Michael. Go ahead, Bree.
no, I'm gonna say y'all got to remember Michael Jackson. He had big hits after big hits after big hits after big hits. Like when I was coming up, his biggest hit was Billie Jean, and then as I became a close to my teens, his next biggest hit was Thriller. Then it was Beat It. Then it was I'm Bad.
Bad.
No, Michael Jackson, like
White or black or
I
white.
remember. No, he was. Y'all gotta remember, Michael Jackson used to wear these jackets and the glove. Niggas was walking around in the streets with the glove and the jacket on.
Real. On
Grown
some
ass
real
men.
shit. Real the trap
Grown
niggas
ass
back
That's
men.
what
then.
I'm
The
saying. With
trap
Michael
niggas
Jackson,
back
it goes
then, the
beyond
trap
the
niggas
music,
back then
though.
was definitely rocking them
It
jackets.
goes
Free.
beyond the music with
1000%.
Michael Jackson.
Go
You got to
ahead,
think
Ed.
about how far his scope was. Like,
No, do you understand?
yo,
Michael Jackson would come out
the
on
nigga had
stage.
multiple video
And
games.
niggas
Remember
was
Sega
falling out and had to
Genesis?
get taken to
In
the
the
hospital.
arcade, they used to have Moonwalker. On Genesis, they had Moonwalker.
No,
However
Michael
many
Jackson would
years
come out
later
on
on
stage.
Nintendo, they had that Michael Jackson Experience,
Yeah,
the
that shit was
game, and
fire.
all
No,
that other
y'all
stuff.
gotta understand.
He's had
Michael Jackson would
multiple movies.
come out on stage, and a puff of smoke would come out, and all of a sudden you see Michael Jackson appear behind the puff of smoke, and about 50 white girls would just pass out.
And
They
they
would
would
just
go
pass
have
out.
to go
The nigga
had to
never
be
said
taken out of
nothing.
there.
They ain't never said nothing. They just pass out. Oh my God! And they out. I'm like,
That's star
yo,
power. Yeah, that's star
I'm like,
power. We talking about music though. Star power. Star power
I'm
is
just
not
saying.
close.
No, what I'm saying is that man, that you can't. When you got that type of star
Oh
power,
God.
it doesn't matter what your music sound like. They
All
think
right.
you're the best.
All right. Look, check this,
They
Free.
think
Check this, Free. We talk about songs. All right. You say what song that Prince got is bigger than any one song that Michael Jackson got?
none.
So we talking about music. We could do that too. I mean, there's no comparison.
If you talking about number
Yeah,
one
but
hits
bigger
that Michael.
songs and better songs are two different things.
No,
Those
if
are
you
Oh,
two
talking
bigger
about
and
different
better.
things.
Wait.
if you
That
talking
Those
all
about
are
right.
two different
My
things.
bad. Go ahead, Free.
And then even
no,
then,
Prince had
it's extremely difficult to even just compare
because Mike had
artistic expression and things of that sort.
Well, you know,
yeah, cause,
Prince was
Like,
writing all that stuff himself, man. You got to give him credit for
but
that.
no,
He
what I'm
wrote
saying is
all that himself.
The
Prince
nigga
had
wrote the whole
songs
song.
that
He composed the music. He wrote the lyrics.
no, he's definitely more talented as a artist than Michael, but he ain't better than Michael.
That's
You
it.
can
Let
be
me
That's
more.
all
let
I'm
me say
saying.
let me
He's
say this real
LeBron.
quick.
He got
Let me
all
say this.
everything.
Let
But
me say
everybody
this. If
think
you listen
Michael
to,
Jordan is the best.
hold on one second, Prize. If you
That's
listen
just it.
to Off the Wall, right? If you go down the whole album,
The nigga LeBron, he assists,
hold on.
he
Let me say.
rebound.
Hold on, Pride.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mike LeBron do everything, but
This
Now
nigga.
let
Michael
Pride
just
get
better.
Hold
up. Go
on,
and get it
nigga.
up, Pride. Go
I
and get
know
it up.
BVO always be doing that shit, bro. As soon as I say, hold on, Pride, I'm like, God damn,
I do it.
I
I
ain't
do it to
saying shit.
everybody, man. I do it to
No,
everybody.
you don't. You do that shit to me the most,
Oh
nigga.
man.
Hey, stop
Pride's
calling
He
me
not
want to
nigga.
giving
ask
it to you. Go
everybody.
and
He
continue,
asks
Pride.
everybody questions. He don't ask me shit. I'm
Cause
just
you gonna
sitting.
talk, nigga.
I
I
ain't
know
gonna
you gonna
fucking
ask me
talk.
that.
I don't be
You
talking
gonna
unless
talk,
niggas is
nigga.
talking to me. Unless I
Hey,
get
but
in one of my moods,
hold
like,
on.
what you mean?
Hey, man. Listen, man. That's what
Oh,
I'll
this
tell you,
nigga
man. That's
funny,
what I'll
bro.
tell you. That's what I'll tell
Mm,
you. You made me forget I was talking about, nigga. Listen.
not shit. That's why. We
He
Hey,
talk
said,
about
nah,
Michael
nigga, no,
Jackson
hold
and
on.
Prince. I
hold
don't know
on,
how the fuck
Fable.
we
I
got on
can't
Michael
remember.
Jackson and Prince, but we got here. We here.
Oh, but no, we got on Michael Jackson and Prince because we was all hoping to hear. I can't wait to Drake put Kendrick in the dirt. That's what we was talking
No,
about. That.
it's not Drake. Not gonna respond, bro. Cole the
No,
one that gotta.
he gotta respond, man.
No, he don't. He gonna be like Canelo. He don't gotta do shit. You heard what the
Hold
nigga
on,
said in
hold on.
Johnson.
Let's not change this up because BVO about to say something about Mike. Prince, what you about to
Oh,
say before
okay.
out of here?
This is you know what the thing is with Mike, and I gotta get what Ant said is true. If you listen to Off the Wall, that's a great example of it. Each song sound like different niggas that wrote songs for Mike. Where if you heard Prince's albums, they all sound like him. Almost all of Michael's biggest albums, he sound like other niggas because they were writing it.
Not
He
to
didn't
me.
write it. He didn't write. Well, you
Cause I'm a
okay?
kid, I don't know about that shit. He sound
I'm
good
talking about
and
now.
he
I'm talking
perform.
about now. Like if you play Off the Wall, that's the best example of it. He had about 5 different producers, Stevie Wonder, a bunch of people, and you can hear him sound like different people. What I'm saying is the thing that Anna said, but it really don't mean nothing. Is that Prince put the work in. He just wasn't better than Mike. It's not
He's
easy
just
to do
not.
what Prince did. It is. I mean, he had Apollonia, Vanity. I think he had more fun than Mike too. All them pretty girls he was tearing up.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, so
I ain't gonna argue
I don't
that
think
shit
either
there.
one is. I don't think either one is better than the other.
Yeah,
Personally, I don't really feel that way. I don't.
that's a good point too, though.
well,
No,
if you got an
but yeah.
album that sell, if you got an
You
album
can
that
say
sell
you can
40
say
million
you.
Hey,
copies,
I'm gonna
bro.
tell you right now. Prince got one of the best songs off of his album that they did on the daggone Batman, the Batman soundtrack,
Yeah.
Scandalous. I listen
Oh
to that
yeah.
motherfucker all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to
That
that
song
joint
is crazy.
all the time.
Yo,
Scandalous
BBO.
that joint
And it's
dope.
funny because I've been listening to Prince the last couple of days. It's funny that we're even talking about Prince right now because I wouldn't even think nobody would be thinking about that nigga right now.
Man, I don't listen to that
Prince is
nigga,
fire,
man.
dog.
I do because
I
that
don't
shit
listen to
sound
that.
And
hard
let
in
me
my
ask you this.
car
Let
when
me
you
ask
got
you
your
this,
music
man.
playing
And let me
loud.
ask
X,
you
that
this.
shit fire. X.
And
I
are you
just I
from the
just like
North
good
End?
songwriters, man.
Hey,
I
and are
like
you
good
from the North
songwriters.
End? Are you from the North End or are you from the CD?
You said what?
Are you from the North End or are you from the South End or are you from the CD?
No, I'm from New York.
Oh, I thought you was from Seattle. My bad.
Nah, hell no.
Oh, my
Don't
bad. I
Shout
thought
out
sound
you
to
was
nothing
from
like
Seattle
no
though.
Seattle nigga.
I thought
Nah,
you
but
was a Seattle
yo,
nigga. My bad.
I knew the nigga was from the
I
East
just like
Coast the way
motherfuckers
he
that write
talked.
songs, man. Like even Bob Dylan. Like I got into Bob Dylan one day. I was listening to his shit. Like songwriting is immaculate. Like you hear a song like
Talk
"It
about
Ain't
the
Me,
devil.
Babe"
Don't
or
listen to that crazy nigga.
nah, Bob Dylan, the fucking truth, man.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't
So
listening
know.
to
you must
Bob.
know that dude. You must know that dude that write all the Drake shit. The dark skin kid. I forget his name. He used to play on like
Who the boy from Toronto?
Nickelodeon. I think he's from Toronto, but he used to be be on a
You talking about
Nickelodeon
the
show.
Quentin Miller nigga?
I think the nigga with the dreads.
It's a Quentin. The nigga got a couple reference tracks.
Let
He's
me
not
look him
like
up.
he wrote the song. Let's not make it like he wrote the
Yo,
whole
BBO,
song
why
for
you
Drake.
looking him up? What's your
Because
favorite chicken, bro? Chicken joint.
Quentin Miller just gave him a
You talking
couple
about
reference.
national or you talking about LA?
Nah, I'm talking about just around where you can go and get some everywhere. You can pull up in any state and get some. Because, certain chains that's everywhere.
I always been a Popeyes or a Church's fan. I don't eat
Okay, let
Church's
me
no
tell you what
more.
the most popular one is, though.
What's that?
Mickey Fricky KFC, and that stuff garbage.
Yeah, KFC's garbage.
So
Hey, y'all niggas
it'll
need
always be
to.
about who the
I
most
fuck with
popular will be the
that.
best.
I fuck with that Bojangles though. That's that shit with them
Yeah,
biscuits and them
Bojangles is
fries.
good
That
So
too.
shit hit
Django's is
different.
fire.
That shit hit
Y'all
different
want to
with
Get
talk
them
them
about
biscuits.
them Bowberry
yo
biscuits. You
Prize?
ever
I
had
want to
them
talk
Oh,
about
before?
them Bowberry. Hey, now BVO. Now you talking my language. Them Bowberry in the morning time with a sweet tea, and that shit hit different, nigga. I'm talking about.
You a damn sweet man. This dude talking about with a sweet tea.
Man, come on,
Teeth
stop
gonna
playing
fall
with
out.
me. Stop fucking
Dude,
playing
yo
with
when
me like
Prize.
you on a.
I say you
Hey,
like
yo,
the
yeah, you
sweets,
gotta
man.
you gotta
Playing
leave
with me.
Prize alone, bro. Stop playing with
Yeah,
Prize, dog.
Playing with me with that
yo
shit.
Prize.
What's up, X?
Yo, the name of the dude name is Leon Thomas III. Yeah, he was on Nickelodeon. Yeah, he be
Leon
ghost writing
Thomas.
from up there. Yeah, look him up.
Damn,
Leon
I gotta
Thomas
check that
III.
nigga out. Gotta check that
Yeah,
nigga
they
Hey,
out.
but
say he be writing on.
let me ask y'all, who got the best burger to y'all?
Best burger, the Five Guys shit be hitting different. But
Yeah,
that's a good question,
five,
though.
yeah.
Five Guys shit with that peanut oil, that shit be hitting different. Well, with that cheese, and if they do it right, because that shit vary. You know what I'm saying? But it's some mom and pop
I ain't gonna
spots.
lie,
That's hard to do.
y'all gonna think I'm crazy what I say.
Well, McDonald's nigga, them double cheeseburgers is
Nah.
nasty,
I ain't gonna say McDonald's, bro.
Don't say In and Out.
Now
That's
I ain't
what
never
We
even
don't got
tried
In
that.
and Out. We
Yeah,
ain't
I'm
got
in
In
New
and
York.
never
Out
heard
out
of
here.
that. I
But
never
but
heard of that shit.
but Five Guys I think is the best. But my personal favorite that's easy to get to, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I just like the way the Burger King burger tastes, bro. I got that
Yeah,
charcoal type of taste, bro.
hey, look, hey,
Yeah,
look.
everybody like Burger King.
Hey,
Nah,
X,
everybody. No.
them
A lot
Whoppers
of
be
people be
hitting
shitting on
different
Burger
with
King.
that. Hey, X, you be getting ketchup and mayonnaise. I just tell them don't put no onions on that shit.
Yeah, I don't
You
want no
feel me?
onions on my shit.
All
Yeah,
right,
that
but
shit.
the mayonnaise and them lettuce combination when I be eating that,
Yeah,
that shit,
nigga. Oh, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That shit good.
that shit be
But
different. I
nah,
don't fuck with that shit, but
but
when
here's
I
the thing
do,
though.
that shit do hit different though.
But here's the thing though. People like from where I'm from, people shit on Burger King. They be like, oh, they dirty. It's nasty. If you eat Burger King,
Nah,
you
So
dirty.
that's
have you
cap.
Yeah. And
have
That's
you
so
guys
cap.
had Fuddruckers?
Hell yeah. That
Fuddruckers
high
is
ass shit. The fuck records
uh,
high as hell.
That's
big,
like
but
a
that's
Grand
some
Theft
good
Auto place.
that's some good burgers, dog. That is some
Fuddruckers.
Like that, we got that, what's that by the mall? They got that Red Robin. They put egg on their burger and then
oh
put
hell
ketchup
no.
on. I'm like, that is some fat people shit right there. I ain't never thought about putting no scrambled, no over easy egg on my cheeseburger. Well, what the fuck is they on in there?
Nigga,
what
that's
say
crazy.
you? And what's the best burger your way?
My way? Like I said, I mean, see,
No. He said, Ant.
oh, my fault. I was talking about
I don't
Philly,
know,
But his
man.
man.
way, he
Fries
said
burger.
five burgers. You said five boy. What did he say?
I don't
Five guys
know.
burgers, right?
Huh?
Nah, well, it depends. See, in Philadelphia, you can go into one of them Poppy Joints, and them cheeseburgers gonna
Oh
hit
yeah, the mom pops
different. But
always be the best.
so
They
I don't
always
want
be
to.
the best.
If we want to keep it commercial
Yeah, it's
around here,
commercial. I just say commercial because sometimes
commercial,
the popular ones be the favorite, but
yeah,
it don't be the best.
right. Commercial wise, I probably would go with Five Guys. I mean, I'm probably missing something that I'm disrespecting right now, but I'll go with Five Guys. This shit hit different.
Yeah, I got a
Nah,
glizzy
Five Guys
from
is
motherfucker
fire.
Sunday, bro.
I'm not even gonna lie. What's the name? My guy said Burger King. Burger King is fire too. Only
Yes,
thing I don't like
facts.
about Burger King is it seems like they food get cold fast as hell. It seems like every
They
time I
do.
get Burger King, that shit is
Damn.
cold.
It tastes
That's
good,
some
but it's
real
cold as
shit
shit.
too, though, my nigga. Especially them
Nigga,
fries, my nigga. You eat
Them
nigga,
three
when
of
them
them
fries is
shits,
fries
ice
hot,
cold.
when them fries is hot fries,
them
nigga,
shit
them
hit
shits be
different.
busting. Different, nigga. I ain't gonna,
I
Every
ain't gonna
time I
front.
go
I
to
I
don't
Burger
like,
eat
I
that
like,
King, I
shit a
gotta
lot,
run to the
dog.
crib and throw everything in the air fryer. The shit be on fire. I like Burger King. It's just I'm like I don't know what the hell y'all doing in here where the food gets so cold so fast.
Yeah, that's a big fact
It's
though, my
not
nigga. That
food. It's
shit,
not
that's a
food,
fact
man.
though. That shit gets so cold ASAP. Like I pulled out to the Burger King, them fries was hot. I ate 2 or 3 of them shit. I was like, damn, hold on. Let me let them shits cool down. I got to the next like that shit was frozen bird, dog. I was like, damn. Like, is that just me? Is it cold outside? I know it's cold that day, but so that's some real shit right there. That shit get cold ASAP. That Burger King. It's good though.
My man put Dairy Queen pretty good. Dairy Queen is pretty good. I like Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen got the good chicken tenders, man.
Yeah, only place I don't eat is Chinese, man, because you're gonna leave that food right there before you get out the bathroom. That's the only thing I don't eat mess with is no doggone Chinese food. You're gonna leave that right where you
what,
stand.
bro? Tripping, bro. Tripping.
Hey, that Chinese food, man. Only thing I mess with the Chinese restaurant is the forks and the knives, man. I don't mess with no Chinese food, bro.
That nigga tweaking. Oh yeah,
And
you out there in Cleveland. I don't know what the climate is. That type of food out there, my nigga.
well,
But
you know, you in a tri-state, man. So y'all got that good rat and cat meat, man. Y'all be smoking, putting that
BVO, what do y'all
butter on.
got out there?
When they
What
put
like
they
what
we
is
ain't
tongue
y'all
and
got
show
nothing out
sauce
there.
on it, you can't even tell what it is. It don't
Well,
even
in
matter.
Cleveland's known for like pizza and like
Man, y'all ain't known for no pieces. Stop
no,
lying.
we know no,
pizza?
it's a lot of pizzas here. Pizza and
Man,
corned beef. I don't know if you guys ever heard of corned beef.
Corned
Like
beef.
corned
Oh
beef,
hell no.
corned beef. Come on, be for
pastrami
real, bro.
pastrami. Like it's a lot of Germans and stuff here. So you eat a
Man,
lot
that's
of that.
Trash.
crazy. That's trash.
Trash, nigga. We got pizza out here. We got
Cheesesteaks, chopped
wings,
cheese.
all that, bro.
You in a doggone Mecca, nigga. Of course you got that there. You
Yeah,
talking
bro.
about
The
Nah,
Mecca.
even in Philly though, we got that same shit, that chopped cheese. We got them cheesesteaks. I take you down Max's, nigga. When you
Be
come
having
here, I'm
cheese
gonna
with
take you
or
down
cheese without?
Max's, and we gonna get a real cheesesteak. You gonna be like, yeah,
Cheese
yo,
with or
fries
cheese
on this.
without, dog?
Man, whatever, however you want, I eat them all the ways. It don't matter. Just give me that shit, bro. We can,
I'll tell you
however
this
you want.
though.
When my guests come in town, it's how
Yo,
they
who
like
got
their
the best
cheesesteak. I'm gonna
cheesesteaks
eat it
in
with you.
Philly?
Max's, right by
Watch
like
Max's.
your
Gilliam.
mind. You out
Like
your
Gilly and
mind.
what you
So
like,
that's
Tony
that
Luke?
place.
What
So
you like?
yo,
In
Props,
Philly,
that's that
BBO?
place.
What
Yeah,
man?
Tony's, man.
Nah.
Yo, Props, that's that place that in Creed, the girl took Creed to in the movie.
Yeah, Max's in the hood,
Oh,
the
okay,
Yeah,
trap,
it's
okay.
like
garbage,
Germantown
man.
now. Yeah, you crazy.
He
You
said it's
ain't never
garbage.
been
It's
there.
garbage.
When
It's
you been when you
garbage.
been there, BBO?
Like 2 years ago when I was
You
going through
guys
Philly.
cap, nigga. I knew you 2 years ago. You would have called me like I'm in Philly. Fuck out of
Ah
here.
man,
Try
called
again.
your
Hold
bluff. What's
on.
that?
I don't know if I knew you right there. That's probably
How
before I
long
did
you been on
YouTube.
YouTube? You was
What's
on
this
YouTube.
month?
You had when I
15
started rocking.
months.
Nah, hell nah.
It's
You
been
been on
about
there
15
longer.
months. Yeah, it's been about 15 months.
All right. It seemed like you been longer. You
Bevo.
might be right. You know, so I ain't gonna argue with you on that one. Nigga,
But
I remember you
no,
had like 200 subscribers. Nigga, I was on your ass trolling.
yeah, you
Yo,
know,
oh yeah, BVO. Yo, BVO, I wanted to ask you a question, bro. I don't want to, circle conversation back to boxing, but I just want to ask you a question right quick. What do
yeah.
you think is a tougher fight for Terrence Crawford, Tim Tszyu or Fundora?
Really neither one.
What?
I'm gonna tell you a reason I say neither one is because I think Fandora get hit a lot.
Mm,
I think Tim Tszyu is so fucking limited. He'll get destroyed by Terrence because he make a lot of mistakes.
wow.
He keep his left hand down too low, and I think the thing is with Terrence, I don't know if he's as strong as I don't know if he's as fast as he used to be, but those are really that's like easy work. Terrence Crawford licking his chops on that.
Uh,
A
Against
hard fight.
Fondora, BBO? Against
Yeah,
Fondora?
because Mendoza wasn't missing him all night. So if you let Terrence Crawford hit you like that, you get knocked out, bro.
listen. All right,
That
let
shit
me
look
get
like
everybody
Floyd
else.
and Chico.
What about you, Prize? What you think about the two?
That
What
shit
you
is
think
what
more dangerous,
I
Tim
like
Tszyu or
I'm yeah.
Fundora?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with BBO. I don't think neither one of them shits is a dangerous fight for him. With the front door fight, that shit
Mm,
would look like Floyd and Chico, and the fight with Tim Tszyu would look like a Jeff Horn. That's what them fights would look like to me. I don't think they can nowhere near is on a level with Terrence Crawford.
What
Neither
about
one
you,
of them
Tony?
boys.
If I had to choose between the two, I
Yeah,
think I lean a little bit more towards Fandora.
facts, facts,
Damn.
Because of the height.
facts, facts.
I believe
Oh
the height. I
Hey,
believe he's a little bit like off pace too. It's not something that's easily timed, and he has some dimensions inside that if he can get inside, he can make it a little bit more difficult than I think
Yeah,
Tim
I
Tszyu,
agree with
because Tim is a little slower with his movements, and that man Crawford is so pinpoint with his timing and his punch placement. I think he's just gonna go to town on Tim Tszyu. I don't even think it'll be a fight much at all.
that shit like Jeff Horn. I'm
you. Yeah, you,
telling
you
you.
see, you see what I see to some degree, Tom. The reason why, cause I've been like before a lot of things happen in this past year and a half. Like I said, I don't like Tim Tszyu for Spence or Crawford moving up because of the height. And people want to say, "Oh, he got knocked out." Yeah, that's all cool. People want to compare Mendoza to Terrence Crawford. You can do that if you want to, but Terrence Crawford ain't fighting 154 yet. You know what I'm saying? I know how great he is and all these things, but that's a 6'7" man. Terrence Crawford ain't never been. I haven't seen him in the ring. I haven't seen him, me personally, in the ring with a 6'7" man with them long arms who gonna get on the inside. And I don't know how Terrence Crawford power gonna be at 154. We could assume all of these things. You know what I'm saying? I think his power will carry up. But will it be the same power 147? I don't believe so. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe so. I think it's a better, he got a better, like he'll have a better time dealing with Tim Tszyu. I agree with that 100%. But even that fight is not easy. That's not an easy fight. That's not easy work. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? 147 and 154, it may seem like a small difference, but it is not. It's a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think he could beat Tim Tszyu handily. I think that's a possibility. But if that fight ends up being more competitive than what a lot of people think, I won't be surprised.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm
Facts. I
saying?
wouldn't be surprised
But
either.
with that Fundora fight, I do not like that fight for Terrence Crawford at all, bro. I don't care if y'all say, "Oh, he got
What?
knocked out.
Say that
He get
again,
hit too
X. You
much."
kind of went out on me.
Y'all
What
can
you
hear
say?
me?
You don't. I can
He
hear
said
you.
he don't like that fight at all for Terrence
What
Crawford. He
fight?
said
What fight?
The Fandora fight is a problem for
Oh,
That,
Crawford. That's what he's saying.
and yeah, and I get people saying, "Oh, he got knocked out already." You
fuck
know, that's
that.
all well and cool. You know what I'm saying? But this man blows people out of fights. You know what I'm saying? If you're not paying attention, he can catch you slipping like he did Lubin. You can say, "Oh yeah, Lubin caught it
Yeah.
back." But this man, like, You ain't finna just come out no fight with him unscathed, bro. And I don't know.
What
Look,
he did to Lubin's face, bro, that's not normal, dog.
That was
Like,
crazy. Look like Martin.
I don't care about that he got knocked out. I'm just comparing the skill wise. I don't
He
think
fights
Terrence
too
Crawford.
short. That's his problem. He fight way too short.
Yeah,
yeah,
he punches over. He doesn't fight at 6'6" like Lennox or Kalitzko. He fights. He comes down to Terrence Crawford's 5'7" or 5'8", whatever he is, and Terrence it'll look like Floyd with Chico. People thought Chico was way too big for Floyd. People thought he was way too big for Floyd, and Floyd went in there and punished him. That's what it'll look like. It'll look
and
similar to that.
here's another thing. Here's another thing in that fight. Like, and people sleeping on him in this Tenzu fight. I don't like this fight for Tenzu. I'm telling y'all, like, I'm not saying this man like he can't be beat. We know Fundora could get beat. My nigga, he got knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm saying though, he's not no easy fight for nobody in and around the weight class. I don't care what it's looking like. You know what I'm saying? The man, like, even though he got knocked out in that fight, he was winning that fight. He was on his way to blowing that man out the fight, bro.
Yeah, he
You know
was.
what I'm saying? So it's like in his what can I say? The pace that he fight at, it's either you're gonna control the pace of the fight or he's gonna control the pace. And you don't want him to control the pace because you're gonna end up
He
like
throw a
Ruben.
lot of punches.
You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
you know how my man paid attention to the breakdown on the Burger King burger. How he said it's some good food, but that get cold real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch his break. Hey, Ant, what you think, dog? Watch his breakdown, dog.
Wait, what
Ant,
happened?
you there? Oh, Ant must be asleep.
Nah, but what was you saying, X?
Yeah,
Yeah,
keep on
yeah,
cooking, X. My bad.
yeah. That's all I'm saying, bro. And also look at the Lubin fight again. This is an example. I'm sorry to keep going back to it, but Lubin, a big guy. You know what I'm saying? He got box ability. He got a little.
Yeah,
He got some power. He got speed as well. You know what I'm saying?
Lubin's sturdy.
Yeah, he don't got the best IQ. That's what he's lacking. You know what I'm saying? He may not
Yeah,
have the best chin, but he got physical attributes, and that shit didn't really matter because why? He mentally, like, something happened mentally. He started to fight
yeah,
this man fight and got
yeah.
destroyed.
He got baited,
And that's
bro.
where
Like,
I say Terrence Crawford IQ is so high that he wouldn't get in those exchanges like that. He would exchange and he'll get in there, but he
And
gonna get in and get out. And I just see Terrence Crawford just being way too much for that kid's gonna hunch down from
and
6'6" to come down to about 5'9", and Terrence Crawford gonna be right there to knock his ass out.
yeah,
it's gonna be a
and
good fight,
I'm right
man.
there
also
with you,
this,
man.
also this,
I'm right there with you. I'm right
also
there
this.
with you.
Look, that's even though that's what he do. He invites himself to get hit, basically. You know what I'm saying? While leading down to you. But that's his game on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford
Yeah, no
showed
doubt.
he was good on the inside against Errol Spence, no doubt. But I'm not a guy who says that that's what Terrence Crawford does best. That's not his best suit. It's not. That's what that man is. Fundora. That's his best suit. It's fighting that fight with him. It's a 50-50 chance. You know what I'm saying? And then if Terrence Crawford decide to outbox him on the outside, he can do that because we know how great he is on the back foot. But the man 6'7" with like
Yeah.
7 whatever wingspan he got, bro.
81 inch or something. But I see it as a 70-30 fight in Terrence's favor because again, you go all crazy, not you saying you, but he's so tall, you keep referring back to his height. But what I'm trying to explain to you is when he gets in the ring, he's gonna hunch down about 5'9", 5'10", and Terrence Crawford's gonna be there to punish him because he's not gonna fight tall. So that's where his downfall is. And Terrence IQ is like if this was Madden or 2K, that nigga shit would be a 100 on fight night. His IQ would be a 100. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I just see him dogging that big dude. That dude has no chance with Terrence Crawford. I don't give a fuck about his height and his weight. Terrence Crawford is a different kind of strong, and he will just be there to Floyd Mayweather, Diego Corrales, RIP Chico.
I don't listen. I don't look. I was very
It's all
confident.
opinion, though.
R.I.P.
You know what I'm
Chico. And
saying?
I
I'll
So
say
was
I'm
this
not
too.
saying you're wrong.
I'll
It's
say
all
I'll say this
opinion.
too, man. I was rewatching that fight that he had with Mendoza recently, and he actually used his jab pretty well. But the one thing that I did notice is that them feet are just a little bit slow.
oh, they're very slow.
Little bit. That shit
So
is in
I think
quicksand.
that's the issue with him is if he's going to shoot that jab out there, then one thing he likes to do is he likes to set that trap where he can use his uppercut. He'll fire the jab and he'll use the uppercut. I
Bringing it
think
from the
that
ground.
Bomac and company, along with Terrence Crawford, they'll be very well prepared for that. And there'll
Very
be like
well.
a whole lot of push and pull, get him to use that jab and then counter over the top of it or in
Then he gonna
between.
switch. Hey, then hey, look, check. Then he gonna switch up and switch hands and confuse the kid. The kid wouldn't be in there but about 10 rounds and he'd be gone. I think Terrence Crawford's that good. That's me personally, you know. And like I stay neutral with the Errol Spence Terrence Crawford thing because I like both of them. But we
I know how great
1-1.
he is. I was very 100% confident he was going to do what he did to Errol Spence. Not in the fashion he did it, like dominate him. But I knew he was going to
But
stop.
you figure he would win. I get it.
Well,
But
let me
like,
ask you this, though. Let me ask you this. Did he have razor blades in his glove? Because he cut Errol Spence's face up. What was that? He had razor blades in his gloves or something? I mean, his face was like hamburger meat.
Apparently.
I
I mean,
rewatched that
Jeez.
fight. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was initially. I'm never gonna lie to you on the rewatch. The night it happened though, it seemed like because
it was
Destruction.
terrible. Hey, you know what though? I
but on
agree
the
with you though,
rewatch,
my boy.
Errol did a lot better than what I originally thought he did. But
His heart
there
was
were a
there.
couple of no, I'm serious. Like on the when
No,
I
I
rewatched
agree
it,
with you. I
looking at it,
watched the fight again too. I kept that to myself. What you just said, and I'll let you finish. I kept that to myself. I was like, it wasn't that bad as it was fight
it
night,
wasn't
but I
as
never
bad. But
said
you
it
know
on
what
the
it
air.
is? It's those big moments like with the knockdowns and so on and so forth, where
Yeah.
he was just super sharp. But there were a couple of things that I felt like Errol could have did differently that would have not necessarily have won in the fight, but it would have mitigated some of the shit that happened to him.
But let's be
Like what?
clear, Terrence whooped him, and he whooped him bad.
What could he have
Oh
done?
no, for sure. No, but it's just little things. Like for
Yeah,
example,
I agree with you though.
I'm gonna say this: like when you see Floyd, right? Like for example, Floyd with his decision making, he's one of them guys where it's like even if he misses a shot and he puts himself in a bad position, he's able to douse the flames, like by smothering and not allowing the guy to just get his shit off. A lot of times with Arrow, when he
I
was
think the
off
homie cut
balance and
out.
he was reaching with his brick hand, he was just leaving himself completely exposed.
You
I
still
don't think
there,
that he did
X?
a good job of minimizing
Yeah,
his
I'm here.
mistakes.
Oh, there you go. You
So it's
had
just
What
like
kind of.
about,
little stuff. It's just little things like that when you just
Those
look at positioning and hand placement in the clinch and just small things just to be
you
able to
see,
just slow the other guy down.
the thing
Like
is,
Bernard was great with that. Andre Ward was great with that. Where it's like even when they're in a precarious position, they're able to attenuate some of what's coming back at them. And I felt like the attention to detail was definitely on Terrence's side, because even like small things, like when you look at the exchanges in slow motion and just see the way that he was catching the jab with his rear hand and shooting the shotgun jab at the same time. It wasn't just like him just, all right, I'm gonna step back and make you miss it and I'm gonna counter you. He was catching and shooting a lot of that shit, and a lot of it was just again just those small attention to detail.
the thing is, I it's a lot that Errol Spence could have done differently from early on because those things that he was doing in that fight is what led me to think that he was going to get stopped because he had been doing that in Ugas fight, even way
Yep,
prior, all the way down to the Lamont Peterson fight. He just
yep.
and this has always been my opinion before the fight that Errol Spence wasn't the same after the car accident. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I always thought Crawford was gonna beat him, but that's my opinion that Errol wasn't the same before Terrence Crawford stopped him. Let me just make that clear. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things that he will be able to evade, like you just said, like he'll be out of position, he'll be able to get out of the way using some of that athleticism. That shit was gone. He ain't had that shit no more.
Well, not just athleticism, though. It's not just athleticism because
So
you don't necessarily have to be like
when he was
what
beating
it's.
up Ugas, I seen that little ability to evade that was gone because in that fight it seemed like he had bricks in his feet, like he couldn't even move. You know what I'm saying? So Ugas was able to catch him and do all these things because one, he wasn't moving his head, that's one, but usually Errol would be able to use his feet to get out the way. You know what I'm saying? But he was just standing right there, so like he was there for a lot of that shit. So I'm like, he's definitely getting stopped after I
No,
seen
I
that.
agree with you. I agree because one thing that Arrow used to have was like a mean pendulum game. Like he's been known as this guy that just comes forward and bruises. But when you watch him earlier on, when he was fighting against like Samuel Vargas and Phil LaGreco, and I'm talking about irrespective of the competition, I'm talking about what you're talking about when you just look at his balance and his motor skills and just like his cognitive ability. Like he used to be in and out, like in and out, in and out. It wasn't just come forward and just beat you the fuck up. Either
Yeah,
like
facts.
it'd be like a little 2-punch combination, hop
Look,
out of range, come
if
back in,
if
hit
anybody
you with
had
some
two
more shit,
eyes,
hop back out of range. Like he was heavily relying on that pendulum step.
And it wasn't there.
any
Like I said.
anybody with two functional eyes and it was unbiased should see in that Ugas fight that he wasn't gonna beat Terrence Crawford with that bullshit. But
No, that's
n-
not true.
niggas, but
Ugas got a free punch on him, and Earl just kind of lightened
hold up,
him back into the
I ain't done
ropes.
prize. I ain't done prize. Yeah, I understand what Ugas did. You know, he hit him with a shot. He can't. I understand all
Free
that.
shot.
But I'm talking about what the mistakes that Errol Spence was making in that fight.
Yep.
That he got away with Ugas. He didn't get away with
You ain't
Terrence
gonna get
Crawford,
away with that
obviously.
shit with
Nah,
Bud.
That's
You
what
ain't
I'm
gonna get away
saying.
with it with Bud.
I agree with that part right there.
And that was my that's the point I was getting to.
Nah, yeah, that's a
That
good ass point.
yeah,
Though,
that
X.
that's my point I was getting to. When that I didn't look at any other fight, bro. I didn't look at this fight right here. He was doing it. I looked at
How
that fight
long was he out of the ring
that let me
before
know.
that Ugas fight? Wasn't he out of the ring sometime?
Yeah, he was out of the ring about a
So
year. I
maybe
think.
that had a little to do with his timing was off, little ring rust here and there. Them boys only fighting once or twice a year,
Well,
you know.
look,
So
listen,
like you said, you signed
you
the
know,
contract, you got in there, he did what you did, but
yeah.
something was wrong with that boy. I don't care what nobody say. Maybe it was car wrecks. I don't want to know what it was, but something was wrong with that boy in that fight. And I'm a huge fan of both of the brothers. I like them equally. I root for both of them. I buy both their pay-per-views. You know what I mean? So I'm not biased toward neither one of them. You know, I just wanted to see a good fight. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Terrence got off, but I don't care. I ain't making no excuses for EJ, but something looked like he was wrong with that bull. You cannot tell me something didn't look wrong with that bull because, like you said, my own two eyes saw something. That nigga looked off. It just wasn't right. His facial expression, his eyes, his body language, it was just all the way gone. The build up to the fight, all of that shit was just off to me. I was just like you on YouTube and you trying to watch your favorite show and it's lagging behind. They keep cutting the person off or something like that. Like it was just not it for me. That nigga wasn't doing. I was like, yo, something was wrong with this nigga. Is it me? But I ain't want to make no excuses. Somebody be like, oh, prize. Yeah, you make excuses for Earl. That ain't the case. You know, that something look wrong with the bull. But that's just me.
Hey, look, man, it is what it is, man. Errol Spence, man,
But
got that
something
ass
ain't look wrong with him though,
whipped.
X. Am I tweaking?
No.
Did
Yeah,
something look
you
like it was
tweaking.
wrong with
You
him?
tweaking.
No. I don't agree with BVO with that. I will say this, BVO. And this is the thing that I don't know how people have a different opinion on this. I guess because in retrospect they see that Errol Spence got destroyed. My thing is, in that first round, that man had me worried. Cause I thought he was on Terrence Crawford ass in the first round. I wasn't looking at Terrence Crawford download information. I was like, damn, okay, he really won that first round. Like he looked good in the first round to me. Ain't nothing to see him off. But once he got dropped, is where that shit all changed. Cause he got hit in his jaw, whatever the hell he got hit, and he was not the same at all after that. I see people saying before the fight with his eyes glossy. I see that, but I wasn't looking too much into that like that. It did look, but I wasn't looking too much into that. I'm talking about that first round where he did good work. You know what I'm saying? People say, oh, he ain't really land. He ain't really land. To me, it's not all about that. But Terrence Crawford ain't do nothing. Errol Spence was on his heels in the first round. And it continued to the second round. Then Terrence Crawford started turning up at the end of that round. Then he dropped him.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, the shit went downhill.
When Earl looked up after that knockdown, I just seen, oh shit, this is about to get ugly.
But before the knockdown, I ain't
Do he have
think nothing was
egg
wrong
whites
with
in
him,
his
bro.
gloves?
Huh?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah, he had egg weights. He on PEDs. He
he snort coke, cut weight. Like
he
the bull
conspired
said.
against Errol Spence. He waited till Errol Spence was at the weight class for too long, and
Maybe that was part of it too. I feel like Earl
here
hung
we go.
around welterweight a little too long for
Here
my
we go.
liking. I'm not making an excuse because again,
Here we go.
I'm not biased towards either one of the brothers. I
Here we
rock with
go.
them equally, but I feel like as a fight fan and as a person that been watching boxing for a very long time, I feel like he outgrown the weight a while ago and he hung
Here we
around
go.
and he wasn't active. He was not active.
Here we go.
So that makes it even more tough. And
That'll
I
be
feel
your
like he
first
just
video.
I feel like he just lingered around the weight too long, just a little bit too long. That's just my opinion. And all that shit caught up to him, and he got beat the fuck up for it. So
Wake up, nigga. We gotta get this money.
I don't know what that was, but that shit was lame. That shit out of here.
Fuck Fred, fuck Howard, and fuck all of them.
Man, it's over.
At least snatch my chain. Who was that little beanhead nigga? What the fuck was that?
That's Terrence Crawford, man. What you talking about?
That wasn't no Terrence. Who was that nigga? What was
Nah,
that?
nigga, this Terrence Crawford right here, nigga. That nigga crazy.
No, that little waterhead nigga. You just what was that? Was that real?
That's Terrence Crawford. What are you talking
No,
about?
I'm not talking about X profile pic. I'm talking about what you just played on that drop. It was a little waterhead nigga. Was that real?
Thank you, of course, when you're here. Everybody loves it. Ross, go ahead.
No problem.
Okay.
Hey now, Howard. Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna prove that beat is black. He keeps saying he's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I know Puerto Rican, you little
Yo,
piece
if you're
of shit.
Puerto Rican beat, let me hear you talk Spanish.
Yeah, I'll speak Spanish, you little fucking little cocksucker.
Fuck you, man.
What do you got, you little fucking little cocksucker?
I'm right here in Brooklyn. Let me
Yeah, fuck you, you little piece of shit.
You ain't Spanish, man.
Yeah, I'll speak Spanish.
Hey, Pete, you don't.
You fucking cocksucker.
What the fuck was that?
Bro, you be playing some random shit, bro. What's up with this
Like
shit,
what?
bro?
Where do you find that shit on the? I ain't never. Where do you find that shit at on the internet? That's on the
That's
internet.
Beetlejuice. Yeah,
What's his
Beetlejuice,
name?
bro. Beetlejuice.
What's his name?
Beetlejuice. That nigga.
Thomas Hill, you ever heard of Beetlejuice?
That nigga Q used to say method look like Beetlejuice.
Hold on. So wait a minute. That nigga, that's a real nigga on the internet.
Yeah, he related to Terrence Crawford, man.
That nigga ain't related to no Terrence Crawford. Yeah,
Y'all
got all the dark skin nigga jokes, bro. This shit is crazy. Every dark skin nigga looking like
no good.
BVO got them dark.
Son of a bitch.
This what y'all niggas do. All dark skin niggas looking like, we look like Michael Blackson and some shit. This what y'all do.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
crazy.
It's all good, though.
That
Like,
nigga, I don't know where BVO be finding them. What's his name? Beetlejuice? Yeah, he does look like Beetlejuice when they shrunk his head at the end of the movie. Yeah, okay. Makes sense now. But get him out of here. I don't ever want to see him again.
Anyway, we're gonna get
That
out of
shit
here,
was-
y'all. It's getting late, man. I'm gonna go lay down, man.
Yeah, damn. It is too.
I'll let my brother Boss Skull. I'll let my brother Boss Skull do all that. So
we know what it is, dog. We know what it is, man.
Oh, you a goofball, man. And we gone, y'all. Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.